right. I have this to adjust here.
Yeah. Come here. Daddy's live right now, so...
No one's here yet, so it's okay.
Area.
A-R-E-A. Your turn.
E-R.
Try
No.
it.
A-R-E.
Oh, hey, what's up, Maestros Metals? How are you doing tonight? I am staying warm, John. Hope you are too. How's everybody doing tonight? Hello, hello. All right, well, I have a few things to show off.
There's no H.
My kids are running back and forth over here. Let's see. So I do have my purchase from this week. I also have a trade that I made, but I think
John wants to know if you're feeling okay
Yeah,
from
more-
the accident.
more importantly, I was gonna start talking about the accident. So I have had recently had a I guess they call it a brain mass found, or a mass in my brain found. And while I was driving home on Thursday, I had some momentary like lapses of memory throughout the drive. One resulted in some unconsciousness that ended up me driving into the railing on the side of a bridge. Luckily, I am completely fine. The airbag did end up damaging my right eye pretty significantly. I lost vision for a few hours in my right eye. Now I'm actually trying out this eye patch. My vision has returned. However, it's a lot of strain on my eye to either force it closed so I'm not using it, or while it is open, it gets very weak very quickly. So I'm trying out this eye patch to see if it'll help me relax my eye while I'm doing this stuff. So doing what I can, resting as much as possible. Doctor's orders said a week away from work, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm a real pirate now. Exactly, that's what it is.
It's quite hilarious.
But what was really interesting about the accident is that it was right after I made a pretty large trade, so I had valuables in my car, and obviously it was me alone. So when my wife showed up, I was like, the first thing, hey, there's valuables, take it, grab it, make sure it gets home. The valuables were not damaged; they're fully intact, and I'll be able to show them now. But honestly, it was just, I don't know if anyone on here is a religious person, but God definitely had his hand on me through the entire experience. The best part of all of this is that they did a CT scan because there was some brain activity, loss of memory and everything that led up to the accident. The CT scan showed that there was no mass in my brain. Even after the MRI showed that there was a mass. So
Well, the MRI was done back in November.
right, the
And then
MRI a
that's
few
when-
months ago
Yeah.
showed a mass. This one the other night showed no mass. So I truly do believe that I was healed, and this was just a way for God to show me that I was healed. But only time will tell as I get another MRI and confirmation of that. So overall, I'm doing just fine. I'm going to be resting for about a week. I might be able to jump back on some daily videos. If I do, it might just be checking in with y'all in this format, or just some very short posts, maybe a few conversations once I'm feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, because the thing is he can't really use the phone or text, so the comments are going to be, and the posts are going to be most likely from me or him telling me what to type and say, just because it is very fatiguing for him to read. And even just earlier, he wanted to do dishes, and within a few moments, I was like, okay, 1, you need to go sit down, I can do those. 2, like, you just need to go rest. And then probably you did what, like 2 or 3 dishes, and you're like, I have to sit.
Yeah.
So it's just the straining of the eyes, and then because this one's pretty much completely closed, the other one is also having issues just because it's trying to overcompensate. But we read every single one of your guys' comments on the post the other day, and we're truly, truly grateful for this community and the love and support that Joseph gets and our family gets from y'all.
Absolutely.
It's truly remarkable. So it's very appreciated. And sorry we have not responded because we are currently in the midst of doing, well, not doing, because I'm not doing the storm. Nature's doing the storm, and we're just preparing
for a storm.
preparing for the storm because this is our first time in our new home with a storm. So it was a lot of preparing and getting ready, and we also have a farm, so just getting the entire farm and home, inside and outside, prepared for it. And
all the animals have to stay warm, and we had to learn how to wrap a well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
So
and this was all while I'm trying to rest as much as possible.
Yeah. So he was relaxing. It was a lot of me running around, but it's okay. It got done. But that's why we haven't responded to comments, because I was like, okay, now, hey, Captain Stacks. I was like, now we can sit down and do comments. I just told him a little bit ago, and he was like, instead, can we just go live? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. That will be our response to the comments. So that is, that's why we're here. But yeah, for content and stuff,
it'll be a little limited. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, we'll do what we can, because he is going to be home this next week until he gets stir crazy and he wants to go to work.
It'll probably happen pretty fast.
Yeah. This man cannot sit still.
I can't.
He doesn't actually sit, to be honest. His only sitting is right now recording, or
Yeah.
when he does recordings at 3:00 in the morning. That's his only sitting time. Other than that, like.
But anyway, let's get to some medals. Let's talk about my pickups this week. So if you've been following me for a while, at the beginning of the year, I committed to buying $1 face value in junk every single week, and I've been rotating through dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars. I've been doing that based off the number of weeks in the month. So this week in January, actually, there are 5 weeks, and the 5th week I was planning on trading silver into gold. I did that last week instead of a purchase. So even though this is the 4th week, I'm on half dollars. And I got this 1934. It's in really good condition, at least compared to some of the other ones that I have. Earlier this week, I ended up getting new albums. So I was going to put this one in its spot in the album, as well as this Barber half dollar. What's up, Thousandaire Radio? Welcome to the live stream. Happy to see you here.
What's up?
So I picked up this 1909. It's a date that I don't have. It's also New Orleans. So I think I only have a few Barber half dollars. Let's see. Here's my extra that are outside of my book. And hard to believe that $1.40 in constitutional silver is $103. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is, Bill.
But another conclusion, speaking of $1.40, I saw Thousandaire Radio's live talking about copper. And if Thousandaire Radio is still here, shout out to him again. But an ounce of copper, pure ounce of copper right here, you can actually make an ounce of copper with $1.40 in clad coinage. So also $1.40 makes an ounce of copper, where $1.40 in silver coins, 90% silver, makes an ounce in silver. Super interesting realization. Guys, do the math. It's pretty incredible. Actually, I can do it right here for you. Found this calculator.
I found the calculator.
Right, my wife found this calculator. So we'll just use a dime, because that's one that I know of. A clad dime is 2 1/4 grams. If you account for the copper, which is 22 karat copper, basically it's times 0.9167. Oh goodness, I didn't decimalize that right.
You also only have one eye.
I know, yeah. I'm trying my best. Times 0.91. How do I go back? Is there a
I
back?
don't know.
0.9167.
You didn't do a point.
Oh goodness.
Oh Lord.
I might have my
You're-
wife do this for me.
There you
0.9167.
go.
I'm
wait,
like,
0-1?
no.
Oh my gosh. Let me
I'm
help
struggling
you.
with this.
Okay, what is
Yeah,
it?
so a clad dime is 2.25
2.25.
grams.
Okay.
Then it's 91.6%, so 0.9167.
Do I minus that? Times.
Multiply.
Multiply.
0.9167.
0.91. Okay.
Okay, and then hit equals. That's the amount of grams of copper in a clad dime. So if we multiply that by 14 to make
Times
$1.40.
14.
Yep. It's 28 grams. 28.8 grams is just over 1 ounce, 1 avoirdupois ounce of copper, which is super interesting, I think, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Missed that from Thousandaire. So Thousandaire talked about how the copper pennies, it takes 10 of them to make an ounce of copper, or regular nickels, I think it takes 8. But $1.40 in clad coins, either half, dimes, quarters, half dollars, or even the Eisenhower dollar is fungible. $1.40 makes an ounce of copper, and though these are going for about $1.50 to $3. So essentially, if you're imagine paying for this in clad coins, you're paying more than an ounce of copper for 1 ounce of copper. So I've talked many times on my channel about how the premiums on these are ridiculous. The only reason I have these, or even so many of these, is because I either won them for free or for 50 cents a piece on like Whatnot stuff.
When
So-
Whatnot was like first starting out.
Yeah, well, when we first started out Whatnot,
True.
we quickly stopped doing Whatnot. But I won a lot of these for very, very cheap is the only reason I have them. I set myself a limit of only spending 50 cents a piece on them. So that's what happened with those ones. Other than that, I stack copper in the form of copper pennies.
Lovely.
I have in the back right here 50 pounds of copper memorial cents. But I wasn't trying to talk about copper. I just saw Thousandaire and wanted to make a mention of his short. I don't know if he posted that today, or it might just be that I saw it today.
Well, go creep on his page either way. Go support
Yeah,
him.
go
subscribe.
support Thousandaire Radio.
Yeah.
He's an awesome channel. Honestly, I'm honored that he would even jump on my live show.
John
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of letters says, so in my occupation, I come across old electric motors that have copper windings. And as a hobby, I want to buy a smelter off of Amazon and melt the copper and make my own copper buys. Can they be sold?
Yeah, so I mean, you probably could be able to sell them anywhere that buys and sells copper bullion. The only thing you have to know is that in order for it to be considered bullion, it has to be marked with the weight and purity. So you have to be able to prove that it's 3/9 fine, and then make sure that that you can mark it in grams or in ounces to whatever point you can measure it at. As far as making sure that it's pure copper, most Sigmas can test for pure copper. So if there's a coin shop you go to that has a Sigma machine, they should be able to test that for you to make sure it's pure copper. And then obviously weigh it on the grams. Grams would probably be easier than trying to figure out the avoirdupois ounces versus troy ounces. Unless you're trying to make it exactly an ounce, then you could probably do that. But I mean, here's another thing that I ended up picking up. This
Well, we
is
also have a few other
oh, more comments. Go ahead.
Albert Cross says, I see happy stuffs. Not sure what he's referring to.
Happy
that.
stuffs.
Happy stuffs.
Not sure.
And F'd up 1GJ6, what's up? People laugh about the copper, but what smaller under silver?
Right.
It's
So
copper.
so the thing is, even these small dimes, it's $100 for an ounce. 14 of them, that'd be over $7, right? So if you're trying to spend under $7, you wouldn't even be able to spend one dime, right? You would have to have change for this, even this. And that's exactly where we were when, America was making coinage. They needed to divide this by 10. That's where they got the cent and the nickels, right? So while even though, this amount of silver does not cleanly transitioned to a penny being a tenth of it now. It's not 70 cents melt value. It's more like 4 cents right now. But I mean, it would still be pennies from this time period could account for the copper that would take to add up to the melt value of this. This is about $7, and right now the melt value of a pound of pennies is about $6. So it could take a pound of them, which is 150 of these copper pennies, to make a pound. It could be traded 1 pound of copper to a silver dime.
Yeah, Albert was clarifying that we're not happy. He was making sure that we are happy, just in general.
We are happy.
We are happy. We're happy to be here. And John also says, oh, we're going to go back to effed up because he was talking about the denomination thing. He says this is a good idea. Start smelting scrap copper. Yes.
Oh yeah.
We should start doing that because you also have a lot of stuff from your old job.
Yes.
That we just found in our garage shipping container of.
I have a bunch of scrap copper.
Buttloads in.
Another thing is my car's starter went out, and I had to get a new starter. But it was very easy for me to just request to keep the old starter. There was no extra charge, no nothing like that. They just left me with the old starter.
Left it in the passenger seat.
It's still there. So I mean, I could still go and take that apart. Hey Emily, what's up? I could still go take that apart, pull out the scrap copper, and melt that down into bars, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 1 pound is going for $6. Of course, there's going to be a cost to the furnace, cost to running the furnace, like electrical cost or propane cost, depending on what type you get. So those costs will have to go into play, and that's why copper has a lot of high premium when it's in the full ounce bullion pure form.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to stay in low premium, you get the unrefined stuff like this.
John says it's a great idea. Dude, listen. You should totally make a 1 ounce copper round with your channel logo on it. I will totally buy it.
Okay, I have some plans in the works. I have some plans.
Do you not see this?
This is part of the plans. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna give away so much of what I'm planning on doing, but for those of you who know, you'll know by this number. This is 1,485 grains of silver. I'm planning on making a little bar with this, as well as making a very specific alloy that uses this and 179 grains of copper. I mean, you could probably just easily look up those two numbers and find out what I'm getting at. But I'm planning on making a 3-piece set where one is just the bar pure silver, one is a little coin of copper, and then there's another of the full mixed alloy, a third bar. It's going to have a whole specific stamp on it, a whole assay and piece of paper explaining where I got all those numbers. It's a very historical alloy that I think is absolutely awesome in regards to American history. And once I'm able to produce that product, I'm going to be talking a lot more about it. I just don't want people stealing my ideas. So that is in the works, as well as a shop, a merchant shop. I'm going to be producing T-shirts, probably hats, the easy stuff, right? Throw my logo on some stuff. Yeah, coffee mugs. Someone suggested an It's Today Again brand of coffee. I'm already in a position where I'm working with a coffee roaster to drop ship some coffee. So that's going to be coming out as well. Not that I'm like trying to like monetize a whole lot from my audience, but
no.
I feel like there's a lot of people asking for very specific stuff. And honestly, I want It's Today Again coffee. I want to be sipping my daily coffee, reminding myself that I'm so glad that I got today again. So
because you almost didn't.
I'm so grateful that God gave me today again.
Yeah.
So it's just becoming even more of a thing that I'm becoming passionate about. So I want to extend that to everyone while I'm able to kind of produce my own products and do that.
Eli just showed up from South Carolina.
What's up?
You used to live there.
We did used to live there.
John had a question a little bit ago, and he said, thanks for all the information. But my next question is why is the Canadian Maple Leafs 4.9's fine, but not hold their value more than like a Silver Eagle that is 3.9's fine?
Okay. So
nerd out.
here's some history nerd out. 4 nines fine started in gold. So history of bullion, and I'm probably gonna make a video about this. It's been in the back of my mind for a long time. It started with gold in the Krugerrand. It was 24 karat, 22 karat, the 1 ounce gold Krugerrand. And the way they did it is in the 1960s, you were able to go to their bank, pay for an ounce of gold at spot, and then later take the ounce of gold back at spot to the bank. So people were doing that, and it became this like massive thing. Krugerrands were all over the world. It was like the biggest thing happening with gold at the time. Um, then in '79, Canada came out with a 3 nines gold product. I think it was only 3 nines. It was the first 24 karat gold coin, right? Canada. So Canada like led the whole march in purity. In '82, they came out with 4 nines fine, and a lot of products have been 4 nines fine gold since then. 4 nines gold became the standard. At the same time, countries were starting to work out 3 nines fine silver. Mexico came out with the first silver ounce product that is, oh, I had one over here. In 79 and 80, 1979, 1980, they had a sterling silver 1 ounce bullion product. And then in 82, they came out with these onzas, 3 nines fine silver onza. That was in 82. Remember in 82, Canada also went to 4 nines fine gold. So then America came out with this in 86, and Canada came out with theirs 4 nines fine in 88. So the issue with 4 nines fine silver is that the more pure the silver gets, the more it tarnishes due to environment. The more milk spots, the more colorization, all of that is a lot more susceptible the more pure you get. So that's why, 90%, a lot of it will look dirty and worn, but it's still very nice and shiny. Or sterling silver, it'll still be very nice and shiny no matter how old it gets, outside of the fact that it might be worn. I mean, this is an authentic Thaler from 1780, right? It's not milk spotted, it's not cloudy, there's not very much toning because this is 90% silver, right? When you get more pure, it's a lot more susceptible to that, which is why Canada did a lot of technology starting to go away from, or they did it's like a milk spot technology they did. I can't remember the name of whatever they called it, but they were able to prevent the milk spots. But there's not really anything they can do about silver tarnishing, right? And the more pure you get, the more the mint shield technology, there's a comment here, the more susceptible the silver gets towards tarnishing and discoloring like that. So I think that that's a little bit why the purity doesn't have a heavier weight on it. In addition, there's a lot of countries that continue to only make 3 nines fine silver. Mexico, which is a very high premium silver. America, which is considered the highest premium. Then there's Canada. And then even Australia makes, I don't know if it's 4 nines or 3 nines. This is 4 nines, right? But a lot of their stuff is proof. So you might not even notice a lot of the milk spots happening in these
Larry
areas.
Singh said milk spots are not caused by the environment. It's caused during the manufacturing process.
Right, okay.
And then tarnish is caused by toxins, but milk spots are not, which is why Canada could put in protection against it in their manufacturing process.
Right.
John also...
Thanks for that clarification.
Yes. Sorry, I was out dealing with the kids real quick because they're Rochambeauing and picking numbers of who's going to go first to show their bits. The Watch Hangout said just tuning in. Did you do your trade yet? We'll get to that.
Oh, yes, we will get to the trade.
Becky Now, how's it going? Thank you for
What's
showing
up,
up in
Becky?
your comments the other day. Let's see. John says, so as a new stacker and collector, how could
Is this Mater Jazuski?
Yes.
Did I say that right? Mater... I was trying to remember it.
John,
let me read it.
John with a whole bunch of letters.
Modern Zajewski.
Yeah.
Let me know if I'm saying that right. Modern Zajewski. Anyway, what do you say?
Anyways, so as a new stacker and collector, how could I tell that the 1780 coin that you just showed is legit? That thing is hundreds of years old.
All right.
Also, the Britannias are beautiful rounds.
So this is a 1780 that is a restrike. So you can see, whoops, you can see that it looks uncirculated, right? Because these were striked all the way up until last year, maybe even this year, right? Because this one actually circulated, this had to have been one that was used as money at the time, right? You're going to be able to tell when something is artificially circulated because it'll have like scratch marks. Usually people artificially circulate stuff by like just continually doing this to it or rubbing it, maybe even with sandpaper. It'll be scratched almost like it's heavily like damaged. So this has circulation marks on it, meaning that the higher points of the coin are worn in a very specific way. The fields are not worn because those are deep within the coin. The edges are worn down and the high areas are worn. That's called circulation wear. When something has circulation wear, that just means it has age to it. This is an authentic coin. It might not have been from exactly 1780, but it was definitely close to that time period because these coins did not circulate for very long.
And Albert says, I'd say experience is your friend. As you build your collection and handle several of the same coins, you can learn to tell. Eli says, what is your thoughts on trading some silver for 2 to 3 ounces of gold just for profit? I've been stacking since 2014. 2,000 silver and 10 gold, I'm assuming is AU.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, so what I would say about trading silver into gold is that you need to assess your risk tolerance. So for me, I'm a little bit younger than most in this hobby. I'm 30 years old, but for me, I have a higher risk tolerance when it comes to silver versus gold. If you think about it in the form of like a stock portfolio, as people age, they want less risk. They move more assets towards the stable investments. Higher risk means higher potential of growth. So that's silver to me, where the stability is gold. If we look at how they move on a day-to-day, silver, or I guess week by week or even month by month, silver will move up faster, right? And gold will also be up. But then on the downs, silver will move down more so by percentage, where gold will just move down a little bit. So if we're able to capture those upswings and take a little bit into gold, and as it all drops, your asset, your upswing is going to be more stable and stay. Oh, we got a cat paw.
Cat Paw wants to be on this.
In the drop, the gold will upstand that stability, which is why a lot of people are trading right now silver to gold. But the reason I mentioned my risk tolerance is because the way I do it is it determines how much silver I have, how much gold. Right now, I keep no more than 55% of my stack in silver and no less than 40% in gold. So right now with the big upswing, my stack went up to 62% silver and down to 38% gold. There's a little bit of platinum in there to cause a little bit of a wedge so it doesn't get so extreme. But when that happened, I sold about 100 to 150 ounces and put it into gold. And it rebalanced those, and I actually have to reassess what I have and make sure all my math is right. But I'm imagining it went back to that range of no less than 40 and no more than 55. So that is what I suggest. I suggest looking into your risk tolerance, meaning how much silver do you want and how much gold do you want when it comes to a percentage of your portfolio. You don't want it to be that, unless you're okay with it, you don't want it to be that 80% of your portfolio is in silver and only 20% or 10% is in gold and you're lacking stability, right? So you also don't want it to be that 80% is in gold and less than 10% is in silver or whatever the math ends up, so that you're not taking advantage of the bigger upswings in silver. Now, I also imagine that as I get closer to a retirement age, that I'm going to want to flip those portfolio ratios. I'm going to want maybe 70% in gold and just a little bit in silver, so that way my investments my assets stay pretty stable. If that didn't make any sense to any part, please ask questions. I feel
You
like
also
I,
have like a few videos.
yeah, I
about
do have a
that.
few videos where I talk about that. I don't know if they're very clear, but I also want to make sure that I'm putting out high level information like this in a format people can ask questions about.
Yeah.
So I'm not losing people. Are there any more questions?
Let's see. MR Investor Channel says greetings everyone.
What's the
And Eli says, agreed, I'm so heavy in silver, but still want some silver, but leaning more to gold. Thank you.
right? So that's where I put the specific ratio of 55%, right? So once you assess that and figure out what you want to have, that's where it becomes just a math problem. How much silver am I going to sell? You take all the emotion out of it, and then you end up still more than 50% of your value in your stack is silver. So you still get to keep a whole lot of silver. And that's another reason why I talk a lot about deep stack versus surface stack. The surface stack is that small bit that one can cover an emergency fund,
What?
and two that you can play trades with. You want to make sure you have enough of a surface stack that you can sell, so that you're not selling, your deep stack, right? The stuff that you really like that you want to keep and hold.
You almost sold your deep stack. the other
Right.
day.
So this trade, this would be a good point
Yeah.
to go into the trade. So this trade, this is gonna be an ultra deep stack item.
Okay, well, Ping Stockpiles just says, I'm like 60 silver, 40 gold. I did a swap, but silver went up again. Sweat
Yeah.
emojis.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yeah. So that's the thing. That means that you can continue to sell more into silver and still capitalize on those profits, or you can just keep it at 60-40. Another thing is if you are easily able to assess that, it might be that you don't have a whole lot, or if you just might know really well off the top of your head because you've been doing that math recently. Either way, once you're familiar enough with how silver and gold perform, consider going a little bit into some other metals. I started going a little bit into platinum, and I'm very happy with my decisions to go into platinum. I sold silver to go into there. So I was doing a 60-40, and then I lowered it to, instead of 60 being 50 to 55% within that range, and then I did a 3 to 5% platinum. Soon I'm going to be adding all this copper into my portfolio. Even just this 50 pounds right now is about $300 worth of copper. I mean, that's got to be some percentage. It might be like
Yeah.
a 1/4%, but it's
still
it's
something.
worth something.
Yeah.
I also went into some numismatic stuff, right? So like I have this 1797 copper large cent or a copper penny from Great Britain, the first ever copper penny, and I have some other numismatic stuff like an 8 reales coin from the 1700s.
Yeah.
So I can easily start to build out a portfolio of what are these collectibles worth, what is this copper worth, and begin to play with those percentages. When
It's
silver
also-
runs up, I could be selling some silver into some other very specific items.
It's also not like a hard number. It varies so like
Right.
every single day he comes to me and he's like, hey, so you remember that number that I said yesterday or like an hour ago? It's actually gonna be this now. I'm like, okay. And then he'll come back and it'll just kind of fluctuate with what he wants to
Right.
do of like, oh, I want to go numismatic stuff, or I want this, and it's a constant mathematical equation every single day. And
It ebbs and flows, but
it ebbs and flows, but that's kind of just
but that's
how
also
life
reacting
is.
to the market. You know,
Exactly.
if all of a sudden silver flips around and is dropping low and
Drop it low, girl.
I'm not going to be wanting to hold on to 55% of my portfolio being
Exactly.
silver if it's all of a sudden is $90 and going down. I see it hit 85 and 80. Then I might start selling some off.
But you
I'm
have
not
the
going to get rid of
control
all
for
of
that,
it.
though.
Right.
Like, and that's
right.
the thing is, you have it here, like in your hand, to be able to be like, oh, I have control if I want to
Right.
move
But
stuff
then,
around.
in addition, if I think it's dropping really, really low, just to test a new floor and jump way back up,
Yeah.
that's all stuff that's going to come into play. So it's not ever going to be like a very fixed number. I imagine that as I age, I'm going to slowly inch towards a higher percentage in gold, lower percentage in silver. But I mean, that might not even happen.
Yeah. John says, I feel like platinum is harder to buy or trade than gold and silver. So as a beginner, should I focus on gold and silver or silver and platinum?
Oh, absolutely gold and silver.
100%.
100% gold and silver. So the thing is, when you say harder to buy, all you're referring to is premiums, right? It's a high premium item that you're going to lose on the sale.
And plus, depending on what your local coin shop has, or
Right.
the
A lot of local coin shops
availability.
don't have platinum. Some
Yeah.
do. I mean, some do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, harder or easier to sell is just premium. You could easily find a high premium silver, which I'm probably going to show here in a second when I talk about what I
haven't
traded.
seen it yet. I've been too busy
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
He hasn't shown me.
There's high premium silver that when you sell, you're not going to get that premium back. This one that I bought here is probably, even at today's prices, I want to say 10 to 20 times the silver value, right? So that goes into effect when it's time to sell. It's going to be difficult for me to get that premium back. It's not that the silver is hard to sell. It's not that the platinum is hard to sell. It's the premium. So if you're getting high premium items, that's what's hard to sell for the premium. You can easily get lower premium platinum, but even then, it's still higher premium than silver, higher premium than gold. So that's why if you're new, stick to low premium. Low premium is you're only taking a bet on the silver value or the gold value. You're not taking a bet on what that premium is going to do in the future. So that's what's hard to sell is the premium. When it comes to things like a gram of platinum, right now a gram of platinum is pretty much going for less than an ounce of silver, I want to say. I haven't actually looked at the prices. So, I mean, if you can find one for close to its spot value and cheaper than an ounce of silver,
Yeah.
why not go to platinum?
Yeah.
I mean, you're never going to get your premium back. I mean, the thing is, even going into a gram of gold, you're never going to get that premium back either. So
Nope.
the thing is, all premium, you should assume you're not going to get it back. You should assume you're going to sell it for less than premium,
Yeah.
less than spot.
It's just the way it goes.
So that is, I mean, everything is bought higher than spot and everything
Yeah.
is sold lower than spot. There are times when prices are low, when they feel low, that you can buy something for significantly over spot. And then when you sell it, it's a few dollars over spot. Like American Eagles, a few years ago, the premiums, when silver was at like $24, $20 maybe, the premiums were $15. It was 50%. Right, a 50% premium on Eagles. And when you sold it back, you were getting $1 or $2 over spot. That's still a $14 spread that you're going to lose on, right? So in that case, this would have been hard to sell, where these are considered one of the easiest to sell because you're only getting a few dollars back a spot, right?
And plus, that's the point of holding on to them for the longevity, so that eventually later you get your premium back.
Right, never say never. People who paid premiums at $40 silver definitely got their premiums back.
That's for sure. That's
Absolutely.
what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah,
Like-
that's what my wife was just getting into.
Yeah. You're so yes, at $40 you paid your premium, but now what's it at? Like, yeah, you got it
Exactly.
back.
You eventually
But in
got it
this
back.
moment of if you're buying today, tomorrow, you're not going to get your premium back.
Right.
So, I mean, unless it jumps up however much in the next 24 hours, but it's just that's just the way.
So that also hard to sell also goes into timeline.
Yeah.
All
Are
right.
you
So
readjusting yourself?
I'm readjusting.
Okay.
So let's get into my trade. So I traded for this item. It is a mint set, a very specific mint set, and it comes with. Here,
No, you show the box.
you want me to show
You're
the box?
taking
No,
it
but
out of the box.
this tells what it is.
Oh, okay.
This
Let me
tells what
take
it
Let me
is.
take it out of the box. Okay. Well, even that.
Even that says what it is. Here we go.
Here, well, I'll show you the
This
upside
is-
down box.
This is the box it comes
Let me
in.
move the calculator.
Here's the backside. So it's a mint set of bowling products.
I haven't even seen this, y'all. I haven't even seen.
Cardboard.
It's
Okay,
shiny
so the thing is,
cardboard.
I traded
Oh yeah, talk about that.
an ounce of gold.
Yeah.
I traded 25 1 gram PAMP bars, which are all connected together.
It was like these guys.
Yeah, the little ones, they were
little
all
ones.
connected.
Yeah.
Then I traded a full tube of American Eagles. I was going to trade these, which I absolutely love,
No, I got upset.
but the way that I got told whether or not I should buy this is my brother asked me, would I sell this dragon? Would I sell all my dragons for this? And my answer was yes. So that shows you how deep in the stack.
Yeah.
So the 1 grams, the point of having the 1 grams is that it's fractional, right? So if these are fractional and I have 25 of them together, I don't want to break them apart.
Yeah.
I'd rather buy them broken apart or buy the big assay ones as just a gram. So I feel fine selling them as a gram. So
Larry says that he paid $41.80 last year for a platinum graded coin that's now worth $5,500. So watch
There
for
you
them
go.
deals. Yeah,
Yes,
there, let's go.
yeah. So that goes into numismatic value
Yeah.
or premium, right? Then that over time you can get it back if it's graded, if it's in the right packaging. But things like this that are slightly higher premium, you're not going to be getting back. Things like this that are slightly higher premium, you're not going to be getting back right away. You're not going to be getting significantly over spot if it's a regular bullion item. So
Oh.
this is the set.
Oh, wait, so what'd you trade?
Oh,
You already
yeah,
said
yeah.
that.
I already
Oh, yeah.
traded all of what I said, or I
Okay.
said what I traded.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I traded 1.8 grams of gold, and in this, I got 1.85 grams of gold.
Grams or ounces?
Sorry, ounces. 1.8 ounces of gold. In this, I got in return 1.8 ounces of gold. 1.85. So a little bit
A
more
smidge
gold.
more.
And I got 1 ounce of silver for my full tube of Eagles.
Bro,
So this better be a good ounce of
better
silver,
be-
right?
I'm praying if that's the case.
All
I
right.
haven't seen this, y'all.
This is what it is, y'all. The 10th anniversary set.
10th.
This is the
I thought it
10th.
was 100th.
No, 10th
10th.
anniversary set of the American Eagles.
Okay, that's pretty. It's a little.
Is the box broken?
Bro, I paid for the box.
No, it just clips on here.
Okay, well, hold on. You took it off the screen. I want to see it.
Hold on, I gotta fix this. Can you fix that? I can't really see it. This was in the accident, so y'all, I hope this is
Literally,
not broken.
okay. So, Joseph went to go pick up pizza for dinner, and I love me ranches. The ranches exploded everywhere, and I'm so glad this was in your bag.
Yeah, this was in a plastic bag, protected.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fixed. But the reason this is such a high value silver piece is actually, here's another gold little card here.
Oh, they came out.
This right here. Y'all see that?
What?
W.
Whoa!
Oh, John knows what it is.
Woo!
He might.
A woo for W.
So this is a proof 1995 10th anniversary American Eagle set. See right here, 1995, which happens to be the year I was born. But let's look up in the Red Book why this is so valuable.
Hold on, leave that shiny and open.
So if anyone can do some quick math, I traded 1.8 ounces of gold.
Oh, Lord.
That's okay. They're all in plastic cases.
Well, you should probably... Okay.
I traded 1.85 ounces of gold and 20 ounces of silver. So yes, this set was $10,300 is what I paid for it.
Where am I going with this?
I'll find it. Oh, here we go. We're at American Eagles. Go to the proof. All right, y'all look.
Let me hold it.
So here, 1995 W. There was only 30,000 minted. In the original packaging, the 1 ounce of silver is worth $3,500. In a PF70, it's worth 16,000. In a PF69, it drops a little bit of value. So it is a little bit of a risk, but in order to get 16,000, That's quite an awesome risk. In addition to that, those that were graded by PCGS, 10% of them have made PF70. So that gives you the idea of what this is actually worth. The gold ones go for pretty much the gold value, right? So for 1, 1/2, 1/4, and 1/10, that goes right now. Well, I guess what's gold about 5,000.
Yeah,
Let's just say it is 5,000.
for easy math.
1.85 times 5,000 is $9,250. If we subtract the 10,300 that I paid $1,050 for this American Eagle that is actually worth, in this packaging, $3,500. So as per the Red Book, which is a little out of date, even though it's a 2026 one, that's what this is going for. On eBay, the entire set is, at the moment, going for about 13 to 14,000. So yes, this is one that I had to have. I saw it at my coin shop, and I needed it.
That's an understatement. And this was in the passenger seat during the car accident the other day.
So definitely added a whole lot of
Added a whole lot.
anxiety to the car accident that didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Or wasn't associated to health or well-being.
It was more of, a major collector set. This is definitely going in the very deep stack.
Yes. I may get it graded. I haven't decided yet.
Well, your birthday is coming up soon, and I did tell you that I wanted to get you the PCGS membership to grade subscriptions so that you could get that graded. Because that's a pretty cool... I like that little case thing.
Oh, yeah. That's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
So that is what I traded. That is what I've been... the knowledge I've been holding on to for a little bit of time.
Well, you did want to make a video, but the video can't really happen at this exact moment, so...
Nice little thing that I haven't read yet.
COA, well...
COA here.
It's hard to read for you anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well...
Any comments
pretty
or...
cool. Wow. Incredible, awesome sauce. Major collector set. Keep it in the family. Holy moly. That's what my comment is.
Holy moly, Batman.
Holy moly, Batman.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. It's a beautiful set, Eli says. It really is.
Now I just need to get one for all the birth years of my kids and birth year of everybody in the family, and can have all the sets.
All the sets. Well, speaking of the kids also wanted a section.
They're getting a segment?
They want a segment. Paying Stockpile says that would be cool if they can grade the whole page, everything out of 70.
I think they have specialized capsules to do a 5-coin set.
That would be so cool.
If that was the case, that would be amazing. I could see if they could even put the holder in a in a set. That would be cool.
That would be cool. I mean, we're gonna send it in as a set anyways.
But I don't know if they let me send it in this packaging.
Oh.
Has anyone sent any sets in for grading? If so, do they allow you to send it with the packaging, or do I have to remove the coins and take them out of the capsules and put them in the flips that they prefer?
Honestly, what we should do is go to a coin show, wherever said coin show is close that PCGS is at,
and talk to them.
Give it to them.
Yeah, hand deliver it.
Hand deliver it, because the trust on mailing is too low in my book.
Does anyone here have any experience with PCGS or any grading at all?
Holler at us.
Yeah, let us know.
But the girls did want a segment in the live. Their own collection, and they are super excited. They picked 3 pieces from their collection, and they wanted to share. That's what I was doing while you were talking about who knows what, because we were playing pick a number, and we were both upset either way. So who would you like to go first, the oldest or the middle?
We'll do oldest.
Okay, let me go get her. The oldest.
And while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna upgrade this coin here that I got this week. It's a 34 Philly. You just make sure it's Philly. Yep. Call PCGS. Is there a way to call them? I know I've emailed them a few times in the past, and I don't know if that's really gotten me anywhere. But I don't know. I've never seen a phone number. That would be nice if I could just call them. Either way, I'm probably gonna send it in to get graded. I just don't know how. I don't know the requirements if it's just a set. If I can do that. Here, let me show you the upgrade versus the old one. Definitely much better condition. Excited about that. I see comments coming through, but I can't
Oh,
read
I'm
them.
so sorry. Becky now says call PCGS. Maybe the coin show is a good idea.
I did talk about that a little
Oh,
bit.
okay, sorry. John says I have grams of silver. I have been starting for my son and daughter, which is 4 and 2. Would you recommend me purchasing grams of gold to put in their stacks, and silver is too expensive?
Grams of gold versus grams of silver. Are you saying that a gram of silver is too expensive versus a gram of gold?
It might be
A gram of
mistypo.
gold? Are you meaning that you'd rather get a gram of gold versus an ounce of silver?
That's what I'm gonna assume.
An ounce of silver would still be cheaper than a gram of gold at the moment. However, I think 2 ounces of silver has already surpassed 1 gram of gold. So I don't know.
It kind of just.
It depends on your
Depends.
budget, I'd say. It
Yeah.
depends on what you're trying to do. If
I
it's
mean,
since it's gonna
diversify
go
it.
to your kid, yeah, diversify for sure. But since it's going to your kids, they're gonna hold it for the long haul, and whatever premium you spend is just gonna be eaten by you. At that point, what you're thinking about is what are they going to be able to sell, like get on the return when they sell. When I think about stuff that I'm giving my kids, it becomes a lot less about the premium and the resale value and just what is the item that they're going to get the most for. And I mean, American Eagles, you're always going to get the most versus American Eagles and generic. So I'm not trying to flip, or they're not trying to flip this American Eagle as soon as they break even, right? So giving them American Eagles versus generic is always the better bet because when they do cash that in, it's going to be more. They're not going to be worried about what did dad pay for this, you know? So things like that, the higher premium stuff that's going to have a higher return is the stuff that I would give my kids.
Yeah. Larry said that they do have like a number call on the website.
Okay.
And he did say, but if you don't get a 70 for all of them, your set is ruined. Like if you do it as a set. Is what
Yeah.
I mean. And
Well, the thing is, the
then-
gold coins already go for melt value even in a 70, or even on like in the package here, they just go for melt value. The coin even in a 69 will go for just underneath the value of raw, so it'll just devalue the set a little bit. It won't completely devalue. It's not like a 69 is going to take it all the way down to melt value. Even getting it graded and getting 69, it'll still increase the value quite a bit.
All right, your oldest is ready
Okay.
and waiting patiently.
All right, next
So-
segment, the daughters.
The daughters want to show their 3 items. If you're ready. Okay. Go ahead.
You show it on here.
Yep.
Okay.
You might have to reach around it.
This is my waffle coin.
Okay.
I don't
Tell about it.
I don't know really.
Well, what did the guy tell you at the coin show?
He said when the people would stamp it and it was rare, they would flip it like this and stamp it again.
Or it was like wrong.
Yeah, when
Yeah, it's from errors.
It's an
Yeah.
error.
This is what they
It's an
do when
error.
they notice an error on a coin in the mint. They ruin the coin like this so that the error doesn't get out into circulation.
Yeah. And it's what coin is that?
It's
Do you remember? You can look at it. You can move it from the camera and you can see.
I don't know how to read that.
No, don't read it.
Not
what,
this.
What size coin
What
is
size
it?
coin is it?
Oh, it looks like a
It's a quarter.
quarter. Yeah, I
It's
was
an
gonna say
Illinois state quarter.
quarter. Okay.
Super cool.
Yeah. And then I collect koalas, and
Okay.
this is my favorite one.
Do you remember where they make the koala coins?
Can it?
No, Australia.
Oh yeah, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
From the Perth Mint.
Mm-hmm.
They have
So
a whole
flip it
line
over.
of koalas.
There you go.
And it has Prince
Don't
Charles on it.
Hold it on the
King
sides.
Charles now.
King Charles.
Oh yeah, King Charles. I guess. I didn't know that. And
She
then
has quite a few koalas. How? Yeah.
I have
that's-
about 6.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's pretty cool.
Tell how you got
Yeah.
this one and what it is.
So we were at the coin show, and there's
An auction.
auction,
Mm-hmm.
A kid's auction.
a kids auction,
Tell them how
and
it
they
works.
would buy the real coins with fake money.
Mm-hmm.
They would give you fake money, and you would buy it with the fake money. And this is what I got.
What is it?
It's coinage of the Great Britain.
Okay, so this is coins from Great Britain. Do you remember what year it is?
Albert says he still calls him Prince Charles.
I've
too.
heard a lot of people purposely call him Prince
Yeah,
Charles.
I think we should purposely call him Prince Charles.
Why?
I don't know.
I honestly, I don't get it, to be honest. I don't have any political preference
I don't
towards
rem-
or away from
I
it.
don't remember that.
This is from 1970.
And
Oh,
Albert's
yeah.
a Brit, so
Oh, Albert's a Brit?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna go with that.
All right, Albert. I'll take your word for it. So this is from 1970. This is the last year that they made the pre-decimal coinage. Did you remember me telling you that?
Yeah.
So pre-decimal meant what? This is a what? Do you remember?
This is a penny.
This is
This is a half penny. This is
it's a 3 pence.
3 pence.
So do you remember how many of these pennies did it take to make a shilling? It's 12.
Oh yeah.
It was 12 pennies to make a shilling. And that's why pennies turned into pence. And this penny, 3 of them was this 3 pence.
Yeah.
And then this is what?
6 pence.
6 pence. It's kind of like a half of a shilling.
And
So
that's a shilling.
Why is that there's 2 shillings there?
Because this is an English shilling, and this is a
I think Scottish?
Scottish.
Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland?
Yeah, Northern Ireland.
Oh, okay.
And then this is a half crown.
And this one's a half crown.
This is a half crown.
And this?
And then this one is a
This is a florin,
florin.
which is a double shilling, right?
Yeah.
2
Double
shillings?
shilling.
And how many shillings is a half crown? Did I tell you that?
No.
It's 2.5.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what that is because the card that the box came with doesn't tell us about that one.
Yeah. This looks like a copper square coin, or I guess medallion. These are the reverse
Backs
of
are
all of them.
so cool. Yeah,
Oh
the
yeah, all these
reverses.
shields. But you can see on the back of this like copper square thing, coin maybe.
Ooh yeah, get that zoom.
Ooh, zoom in, nice.
Yeah. Zoom.
So it has the shield and everything, but it's obviously not denominated. I mean, the other ones say like 2 shillings, half crown, right? The ones, 1 penny, half penny, 3 pence. They all say the denomination, but clearly that one doesn't because it's not an actual denominated coin.
It does say.
Let's say something.
What does
It
say?
says like royal or something. And then on this it says Elizabeth P. 1970.
Cool.
Pretty cool. All right.
All right.
Good
That's-
show and tell.
That's not all my collection. That's just what I'm showing today.
All right.
Good
Middle.
job.
Yay!
Next is up.
Middle's up next. All right, what you got? Are you gonna tell him?
I have this dragon coin.
It's a bar.
I mean, a
Hold it on the
bar.
side.
Training with Lions. What's up?
Mm-hmm. Tell us about it.
And
How much silver is it? Turn it
5.
around. Turn it around.
Training with Lions says that my parents used to have one of those when we used to live in the UK.
Nice.
That's
5
cool.
grams. That's 5 grams of silver dragon. I'm actually super jealous of that.
What's up, the Real Gear Up Survival?
Super jealous of that dragon. Beautiful dragon piece. Good job.
Yeah. All right. What do you can just put it right here. Awesome. All right. Which one are you gonna show next?
I got this one
Ooh.
for my birthday.
Julie, stop.
Show them all of it. Move it around. Show them the other side.
She loves
much-
mermaids.
How much silver is that? Yeah, show them that side.
Show them that side.
Does it say on there? I can't read it.
Let's see. Let's see.
What does it say?
So on this side,
Got the dog in here,
it
too.
says
Julie.
Muttony Metals. It's gonna be 3 nines fine. It says 1 troy ounce.
1 troy ounce of silver. Show it kind of laying down this way so you can see how high relief it is.
So it's I guess like on the camera. Oh,
Look at
I
how
see.
high relief that is. The mermaid's just coming out of that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Super pretty coin. Here, show it.
Yes, the dog is in here. Since it's so cold, we got both of the dogs. Well, one dog is in the room right now. Our farm dog is actually sitting on the couch. And
Dog's on the couch. Awesome.
And
and
then
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
and then I have this one.
Ooh.
I got it at the at the
Coin show.
Coin show.
At
Yeah.
the coin show last year, she bought this paper dollar from Canada. And this is actually a pretty famous one because of the hair, right? This is the one.
Oh, yeah.
So they say that the hair shows like a demon face in her hair
Yeah.
right here behind her ear.
Yeah.
And it's a really well-known variety, maybe not variety, very well-known dollar because of that.
Is it up? Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Yeah.
So,
So
hold-
do I have a pointer?
so like this is the note. Oh
Here.
gosh, give me the knife. Okay. So like this is the nose right here, and then the mouth, and then you have like eyes and eyebrows, eye like that, but like elongated nose and nostril,
Yeah, and you have horns.
and then you have horns coming up here.
So I think this is called or referred to as a devil note
Yeah.
or a demon note, something like that. But this
Mm-hmm.
is even like published in numismatic dollar, like paper currency books.
Yeah.
This variety of note from Canada. Mm-hmm. Very cool one to have in her collection. She really likes the paper currency
Yes.
just quite a bit. Really, really cool.
Oh, show them the reverse, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Is that just like an open field in Canada?
So supposedly it wasn't intentional, but there was some haters and they like found it about like
Yeah.
the devil face. And so they kind of just, yeah, now you can't unsee it. And
Right.
it was really cool because like the guy was, because it was last year's coin show, he was
Yeah.
just excited that our daughter was interested in the paper notes, and she was like, I want this one. He's like, oh, let me tell you about this. And so we got a whole history lesson of it. And
Yeah,
it
super
was
cool, guys.
pretty
Go
cool.
to coin shows if you can.
Yeah.
Even if you can't buy anything, go talk to them. Go show that you're interested in the...
The
in the hobby.
year is, well, where is it? Oh, it's right here. 1954.
1954, $1 from Canada.
Yeah. So pretty cool piece.
Yeah, so look into that. Look into those dollars.
Yeah.
Also, is anyone else interested in collecting dollar, like paper currency? Just curious if anyone out there also likes that.
Because
go
you
ahead,
have
grab
a
your
whole,
stuff.
she has a whole collection.
Oh, yeah.
All right, good job, babe. Yay.
I do. The Real Geared Up Survival.
Oh,
Paper
yeah.
currency. Yeah, what
Nice.
what kind of stuff do you collect?
So the girls wanted to get involved with Joseph's Live, and so we told them 3 pieces. So if you guys like that segment, they've got more to show and they're
A
willing.
lot more.
Okay.
Yeah. They got more to show, and
Okay, what
they
is-
like talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna take it off. So our oldest has this necklace
I really love it.
that.
I got it for Christmas.
So I'm gonna take it off the chain. Oh,
I
there's
was
the daddy
gonna
hair.
buy it from Daddy, but he gave it to me for Christmas.
Okay, hold it on its side.
You gotta flip it around.
Flip it. That's the back side.
Yep.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Yeah.
So this is a real $50. Move it out. There we go. There's a real $50 that was cut so that only Lady Liberty remain on the coin.
It's pretty cool.
And then of course there's the backside. You can see the eagle or the remaining parts of the eagle there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Can I put it back on the chain?
Yep. John says this is crazy. Real Gear said I've got got serial numbers and star notes. Just started in learning. Faithful shirt. Oh, I got it right.
Not shirt, SRT.
Oh, faithful
Faithful
SRT. Okay, sorry, I got half of it right.
That's what I used to say. Yeah, I was
That's what
correct.
it was. You
Yeah.
kept saying it. Sounds like I gotta see more soon. Yes. Becky now says, nice, I love the pendant. And then Eli says, the 2017 treasurer, Stephen Munchkin, is the only treasurer to ever print his name on our currency. I wonder if that will have any value.
The
Mommy,
treasurer. I thought isn't hand me this this baggie with the papers right here.
Daddy
This
told me to
one?
never
Isn't
take that
the-
off.
Well, I took it off.
Isn't
It's
the
fine, I can fix it.
treasurer who also signs?
Yeah,
No,
hit
never
signs.
take it off my neck.
Oh.
So here's a silver certificate I have. I just bought this, but I thought isn't this the treasurer that's like the normal signature here?
I don't know.
It says right there, Treasurer of the United States, as well as the Secretary of Treasury.
What?
I don't know.
What's the...
I don't know if you're talking about something different, but that's actually a way that they determine the series and years of the notes, right? So this is both 1957A and 1957B. They change the year when one or both of these signatures change. Right, so this is both 1957, but there's two different treasurers that signed in the same year. So that's why it's A and B. And then eventually they continue printing in 57 until the signatures change. Even if it's 58, 59, 60, all the way to 63, I think, is when they actually printed the next one, when these signatures changed.
Ooh. Okay, since our oldest showed an extra thing.
Oh, Canada might be different.
Oh, Canada might be different. Middle would like to show a quick fun thing.
Oh, okay, a fourth item. Yeah,
A
a fourth
fourth
item
item.
did get shown.
Because we got
so-
to keep it fair.
Go ahead, show this
I
one.
got this one for free at the coin show.
Oh, what is it?
It's
What's written on the paper? A Missouri 1-cent tax token?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. It's a red coin. Looks like it's bent a little
it
bit.
does look like it's bent.
It's a tax token
Mm-hmm.
from Missouri. A
Pretty
sales
neat.
tax token. Interesting.
Need some water? Eli says, yeah, this is the only treasurer that has a signature on our currency, but he printed his name. He didn't sign it in cursive. Oh, well, cursive is becoming a lost art. Paying Stockpile says, looks like a wax stamp. It is kind of waxy. Let me see, honey. I mean, obviously, it's in
It's in
in
the
there,
foil.
but it's definitely like plastic almost, is what it seems like.
yeah, it looks plastic.
Yeah, it looks plastic. I mean, it's also in plastic, so there's that too.
Yeah.
But it says Missouri 1 sales tax token.
Yeah, I mean, so these tokens are pretty cool because later you can look up information about them and, probably read articles on what these were used for, what they purchased, all kinds of stuff. I have a small collection of like bus tokens that are from any
You want it back?
number of cities or areas around the world that I like to consider what did this token cost for a bus ride?
Yeah.
And kind of hypothetically, what would this token what else would have costed that same amount? So what's the general value of this token?
Yes, Craig B4W just clarified about the Canada dollar,
Oh, okay.
and it was called the Devil Dollar. That's
Gotcha.
what it was.
Yep, the devil dollar.
Yeah, the Devil Dollar, because sorry, I just kicked that. Because of Queen Elizabeth's hair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had to remember. All right, Joseph, what else do you have to share or talk about? There is new people on, so girls.
There's new people on.
There's new. I'm assuming there's some new people on, and okay, wait. 2017 printed his name instead of signing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Of like not using cursive. We were just talking about that earlier at dinner. Our oldest is learning cursive because she's in the 3rd grade. We homeschool, so we've been learning cursive, and yeah, I know.
But you got to practice it.
You got to keep practicing, and so.
But that's the thing is cursive is no longer taught in schools, at
Yeah.
least in America. I'm not sure about other countries.
Yeah.
But cursive is like a dying art because it's just no longer taught. The older generation that sometimes exclusively write in cursive are writing letters to their children or grandchildren and they can't read it. So it's a very interesting topic as far as cursive and all that.
Eli's saying
Super
that, like, if you
interesting.
come across those dollars or those bills that have his printed signature on it, that they're a collector value.
They
And
might
it's
have
weird
some people holding
because
on to 'em.
I was just talking to some other people, and their children are becoming adults, and they weren't taught cursive, so
Mm-hmm.
when they have to sign documents, they're not signing it in signature form; they're printing it.
Yeah.
And I remember I did that, like, back in my day, but they were like, no, you gotta signature sign it cursive. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what that new, I guess, I mean, he did it on a money currency, so I guess it's allowed.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be new regulations on whether or not you can sign in cursive or sign
Yeah.
in print.
Yes.
Super interesting.
said that there's new people, so do we have to?
No, I was saying new people that Training with Lions was asking if you were okay. There's a few people that were asking if you were okay.
Yeah, so we started the live with talking about the accident a little bit. Overall, yes, I'm okay. Thank you for everyone that's asking. The only things that I guess the only injuries that I sustained is in my eye. My right eye was swollen shut. I lost all vision in my right eye in the beginning, and it slowly recovered. Now it's just a little bit hazy. My eye the pupil will not contract or dilate. The pupil's like in a stuck position. The doctors say that it should return functionality soon. So we're just kind of waiting. Right now I'm experimenting with an eye patch. So pretty much since the eye was not able to contract or dilate, it's hard for it to focus on anything. So I either had to leave it open and it would just fatigue a lot trying to look at everything, or I had to force it closed, taking a lot more energy to like kind of wink. And my face would fatigue that way, and the other eye would fatigue trying to compensate. So now I have an eye patch. I'm able to just like rest my eye in an open position, and it's not taking extra energy to, I guess, close it or look at things. So overall, it's working pretty well.
I mean, for the last little bit, he's been wearing sunglasses or like the
Right.
dilated glasses. And so my dad was here for a little bit, and he was calling him Stevie Wonder. And, and he's like, I'm gonna start calling you Stevie. And I'm like, no, that's not happening. Stop. That's not gonna be a thing. And so now he's got a eye patch on, and now we're just making pirate jokes.
Yeah,
And
now I'm a real
now
pirate.
he's a real pirate.
Got my gold and silver and my eye
Nothing happened.
patch.
You're like, no.
Oh,
nothing.
I was just talking about Papa being silly. And so yeah, that was our
Yeah,
slight update. But he's
Yeah, I
He's
guess. Other than that, I have some airbag burn on my face and some bruising where the seatbelt hit me.
yeah.
But overall,
Our
doing very, very well. The doctor did say that I need to take a week off work because a lot of my job is actually using my vision, reading very small print things.
I
So
mean, you use your eyeballs every day, but like work is just
work is a
extreme.
little bit more strenuous, and I'm on a
Strenuous.
computer all day.
Yeah.
So it's just uh, definitely have to take some time off work and just heal and relax
Yeah.
and rest.
And also that kind of means also content as
Yeah,
well.
content I'm not going to be able to put.
Sophisticated pirates.
like
that
that.
is so dang true.
I'm not going to be able to put out content for quite some time. Might just be a couple more days until I'm healed up enough for that. But my typical routine is I spend about 2 hours in the morning recording, writing a script, getting the video out,
Yeah.
and that's just a little more time on my phone than I'm going to be able to do at the moment.
I just like these, so I'm
So-
just gonna put these over there. Yeah, so then I'm typing out comments and posts and stuff, and he's just telling me what to say. So give us grace on that, and we'll get to your comments and all your love and support that you guys have been giving us, which is greatly appreciated. And we've read every single comment. I'm just putting these are over here.
Yeah, I
and
have
was
them like
just-
pushed off to the side.
Yeah, and I was just gonna put them over here. And so that's why we kind of wanted to do a live today, because we've been busy getting ready and preparing for the storm. We have a huge Arctic storm. We live in Texas, and this is our first storm inside of our house and our farm. So there was just a lot of preparing, and plus with Joseph's accident kind of put not a damper on the situation, but just a little curveball.
Yeah.
So we
Put
just
a
had
little
a
bit more
lot
stress
of
on everybody else as I was kind of out of commission.
yeah, so we just had a lot of moving parts the last few days with comments and content. And so we just decided, I was like, okay, you know what? We're ready to respond to comments. Is kind of what we're going to do after dinner. And he's like, let's just go live instead. I said, okay. So that is why we're here live. Wanted to show you the deal. Wanted to show you, the girls also wanted to show you guys stuff because last week they were bummed that they couldn't share anything. I guess they did. They kind of shared. We shared for them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why can't we do that? So anyways, yeah. So was there anything else any other questions, any other comments, someone did say he really liked the quarters that were back there. Your quarters
these,
that you
these
have.
right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are just these are some 90% quarters.
So what part of Texas we're from? We are in the Houston-ish area, just for
proper vagueness.
proper vagueness. We are in the Houston-ish area for safety and vagueness, because I also have a lot of brass, and I'm willing to use it if you show up.
Yeah, so I have these quarters here, which I guess I should put two $half here, but every
Did you
week.
just get some?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Every week, I decided I'm going to buy a dollar face value in junk silver. The thing is, those $half are my books, so
Oh.
there should be a walk-in Liberty that was exposed. I guess I put it in here.
And yes, we've got copper in the rounds, and he's got 50 pounds back here. Is that all of it?
This is 50 pounds. This is not all of it.
I'm
This
saying-
is just the memorial cents.
So when he started collecting,
Yeah.
he decided, and Vaughn told all of us that we were going to penny roll hunt for copper pennies. And so we would do that Friday night. So we'd all sit, we'd have a box or two, and we would just go through and we make a game of it. And then it got to the point where he was like, I'm going to organize these.
So I tried to organize them all by date, and then it was just too much of each specific date. Eventually, I just put them in these jars of the half-gallon
Oof.
jar, and it holds 15 pounds.
It also wasn't just the dates. You had the dates
The dates and mint
and the
mark.
mint marks, and they were different baggies and different rolls. And then it was like the organization and nerdness that happened.
Yeah, I started look at every single one for variety. Too many varieties in the pennies in those years.
and
So
airs.
it's just it became a huge task. I decided I'm just gonna hold it for copper weight, and that's gonna be it. I'm probably gonna organize my wheat cents by date and mint mark. because I have significantly less of those, but still several hundred. So that's going to be a task within itself as well. But we're just going to be going through it.
Okay, Eli just suggested the coriander silver. I know it's not called coriander, but we have this colloidal silver.
Colloidal.
He was taking this as drops because he was diagnosed about a month ago with a small tissue mass. And so
in my brain.
In his brain, yeah, I guess be more specific about that. And so we're doing this and a lot of other supplements and just parasite detox and ivermectin and febendazole and all the things. And so we have this. I don't have the spray, unfortunately. I have Briotech, which is like a skin repair spray that I've been putting on him.
So this is a silver channel, but what I got to talk about is
channel.
do not stack this silver.
No,
this is going to be the most
no.
expensive silver.
It's
What
expensive and
a serving is 2.5 milligrams, and there's 6.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 15 milligrams of silver. I don't even know what's the spot value on milligrams of silver, but right now 1 gram is about $3. So what, a milligram's 1,000th of that?
Sure.
So like 1/3 of a cent of silver.
And that was
this is like a $50 bottle.
No, it wasn't $50. I honestly don't remember. 15.
Doesn't matter. It's not 1/3 of a cent.
It's not.
Right?
Yeah.
so
don't stack that. But you should consume. Okay, actually, I'm not your healthcare provider.
look into it, guys.
Look into it.
Look
Just
into it. Lots of health benefits. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, John says, your personal opinion. Where do you see precious metals going? Will there be a global currency eventually? Is this just a way to preserve your money for the future? What do you see for the future? Oh, that's a great question.
Okay, so
let's dissect this.
I'm going to start with, is this a way to preserve your money for the future? Absolutely, yes. This is a hedge against
100%.
inflation. The thing is, I can take any of these pieces of silver to anywhere in the world and exchange it for their currency.
Yeah.
And be able to spend that currency in their country. So this is already a global currency. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what silver you have, they will buy it at some premium, some loss, and the more recognizable stuff, obviously, you'll get better for. And we talked about the whole premium thing already, but this is already a global currency.
Yeah.
I can travel with probably as much of this as I wanted.
Well,
before,
depending on TSA regulations, and
which
blah,
I don't
blah,
know.
blah,
So I was requested to do a video on TSA stuff, but I could take this into any great teamwork. I could take this into any country, to some extent, and trade it for their currency easier than I'd be able to take $1 or thousands of dollars over to their country for the same value.
Yeah, because the exchange rate for
right, there's an exchange rate where I believe if you were to buy an ounce, like let's say you just had $100, you bought an ounce of silver, you wouldn't be able to at this point, but let's just say hypothetically you did that,
easy numbers,
and then you took it to some other country and sold that silver for the currency. I wonder if it'd be cheaper than taking that $100 and going directly into that currency.
It's possible. I know from traveling like 10, 15 years ago to other countries that there is some exchange rate percentage. I mean, it's also in an Office episode where Michael Scott's like trading his money because he's going somewhere or whatever. But there is like a significant percentage.
Right, and it's a pretty
obviously
large
like I don't know. It depends on the country as well and the currency that you have to what you want. And the airport is obviously not the greatest place to do it because it has also a higher percentage. Mm-hmm.
So location matters, but my point is this is already a global currency.
Yeah.
Going into where I believe silver and gold is going to go in the future, gold and silver have always been money. They've always been the standard of what we base the price of everything. Right? Yeah. The whole idea is that today's price for an item is based off yesterday's price for an item, right? So if a loaf of bread is $2.50 and then the dollar goes down, that loaf of bread is going to go up a little bit based off yesterday's price, $2.50, right? So if we go back in time enough, that dollar amount turns into a silver amount. Overall, the prices are still based off of a silver or a gold amount. So even though the dollar is not backed by gold, if everyone found out America suddenly didn't have any gold, that would affect the dollar,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not actually backed by the gold, but the fact that America has gold is one of the only reasons the dollar has value.
Also, there was just a huge situation with Fort Knox where
Right.
that whole situation
And it
the
just kind of
flux
out of the news.
And-
No one
well-
ever found out.
weird. Let's start with that. Not sus at all, but it also had a huge influx and a huge words
Effect on the dollar.
Effect. There you go. Effect
Right.
on the dollar and effect in precious metals in that time
Absolutely.
that they were talking about
Right.
in the news.
So to answer your question about the future of silver and gold,
Yeah.
I feel like the more the dollar goes down, the more gold will go up. Right? So that's basically gold as the main monetary metal is just the inverse effect of the dollar. Where it comes into silver, silver when it circulated last, it was set to a 16-to-1 ratio to the dollar to the gold, right? And that 16-to-1 is very, very important because that's what is mined out of the earth. When they mine silver and gold, they find 16 times more silver, meaning gold is only 16 times more rare than silver. The rarity value is where 16-to-1 comes in. The fact is that silver is a lot more used in industry. Batteries, EVs, I mean, a whole lot of technology, solar panels, all kinds of stuff use silver. So if silver is being used up by industry and it's only 16 times more available than gold, then that ratio should be
New Hampshire's
lower.
in the house.
What's it should be lower than 16-to-1. If there's going to be a huge reset of evaluation on the metals, it's going to use that GSR. And we've seen it since April of 2025, the GSR hit just over 100-to-1. And ever since then, it's been on a downward trend. And I think we're actually in the middle of this reevaluation of silver and gold. We're right in the middle of silver is going to keep going up until the GSR goes back to where it naturally should be. It was 16-to-1 set by law for almost a century, from 1873 all the way to 1963 when silver was taken out. 64, sorry, and that was when it was 16-to-1. Before that time, it was 15.5-to-1 from 1837 to 1873. And even before that time, in America's time, it was set 15-to-1. And that 15-to-1 was set as a world standard. It was even in British coinage and French and all kinds of coinage across Europe. It was all 15-to-1. And then even before then, if you go all the way back to ancient coins, it was 12-to-1. And I feel like they almost knew that there was more uses for silver and silver was more valuable. But what's incredibly interesting is that
Bakersfield is in the house.
what what's incredibly interesting is that the daily wage for an ancient Rome worker
We're about to
was
nerd so hard. Wait
wa-
for it, y'all.
was 4.5 grams of silver. 4.5 grams. It was their what was the
Living wage or their
their
minimum wage.
minimum wage? But what's the word for their coin? Wasn't a shilling?
Denarii.
Wasn't a denarii? Yes.
Oh, I know
Yes,
it. I knew it.
You knew it. So one denarii
All right, John,
weighed
enjoy bath time. We'll talk to you later.
4.5 grams
Love you,
of
bye.
silver. And 4.5 grams at today's cost, it's about $3.33 per gram, is $14.98. So there's no way that would be a minimum wage for a full day's work. Plus, if you think about it, the workers back then were working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, right?
At least.
So-
yeah.
If we equivalent that to someone at our time making a regular living wage
Yeah.
off of a 12-hour shift,
Bro.
I want to say that person better be making at least $200 an hour a day. right? That would be
I
bare
mean,
minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum, 200, maybe 250. But
Okay, but what are we talking? Like, depending on the state, because there's different wages.
right, there's
per
different
state.
wages, right? But I'm
There's
saying
also like server wage where they literally get paid nothing.
so.
in their
So
own
I'm
tips.
equating this to like ancient Rome. So this would be like
Gotcha.
heavy physical labor, like construction work, right?
Boom.
Yeah. So a construction worker, I don't know what y'all make, but let's say you make
They
$200
better be
a
making a
day.
lot. They're out there slaving, like
Okay.
all
So
day, every day.
would you say 250 a day? Let's just say their take home is 250 a day, y'all. If that was equivalent to the
Ping Stockpile says that's probably the Philippines pay of $14
maybe
per day.
maybe, but we're gonna divide that by this 4.5 grams.
Yeah. We got off subject, or we got
Yeah,
off tangent.
$55 per gram. If we multiply that by the troy ounce, 31 grams, that is $1,722 silver, guys. That is what the ancient Romans valued silver at in today's dollars. $1,722. And if we multiply that by 16 to give us the troy
16
ounce
to 1. Yeah.
price of gold, well, theirs was 12, but we'll say it's a 16 to 1.
Okay.
Two
No,
27,555.
that's 27 comma.
27 comma. Yeah, it shows where the comma
Holy
is.
moly.
Guys, when people say that the precious metals are undervalued, that's what they're talking about.
That is what they're talking about. All right, we've got a few comments from our conversation the last few minutes. The Real Gear Up Survival says, the GSR is where I can play catch up, waiting for those low numbers. Payne
Yes.
says 16 to 1. I'm learning with popcorn. Actually, popcorn sounds good. I might make that later. And then Ringo says 20 to 1. Thomas Jefferson. Oh, didn't know that fun fact.
Oh, I didn't know that
During
either.
Thomas Jefferson times.
Thomas Jefferson, that would have been like the 1800s,
Well,
early
well,
1800s?
well,
Thomas Jefferson was like 1804.
Wasn't he part of signing of the Constitution and like Bill of Rights and stuff?
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he was a part of that,
he
but he
was
was
homie was there.
president. He was
Oh, he was
president
president after that.
during the Louisiana Purchase, which is like 1804.
Yeah.
Which is why the 2004 nickel has Thomas Jefferson and the whole westward
Yeah.
commemorative stuff. 2000. That's how I know that, y'all.
History.
1804 was Thomas Jefferson. That's interesting. 20 to 1. I didn't know that.
We're gonna learn about that later. Then the Real Gear Up said, then when the GSR goes back, I'll give back 1 to 4 times my silver again. Oh, hype.
Yeah, let me talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So in April, when it hit 101, 110, I think almost, but I actually sold close to an ounce of gold into silver. I got 85 ounces of silver.
Yeah.
And then just this past, like a week ago, I ended up selling a little more than that, like 110 ounces. But with that 85 ounces of silver, I was actually able to get, I think it was like 1.8 ounces of gold. So I actually doubled my gold just in trading the GSR. So it's definitely possible. I just don't know if we're going to have a reversal. I don't know if the math I just showed, that's where it should be. It should be 16 to 1, but metals should be a lot higher based on today's devaluation of the dollar. So there's a lot of behind the scenes trading and paper stuff going on that's manipulating where these things are actually going to go.
Wait, the government manipulates things?
Oh, no, never. But there's a lot going on that make it so it doesn't happen to what it should. What I was explaining is what should happen. If they have lost control in the things that they were doing, the manipulation before, then the stuff that should happen will. But if they're still able to manipulate stuff, which it seems like they kind of are, it might not happen that way. It might have reversals. It might go back higher.
Yeah.
The gold to silver ratio, that is.
The Real Gear Up says, nice. It's hard to do perfectly, I'm sure, but I'm going to try. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And the thing is, so the way I did it, I talked about this earlier. I made a portfolio of my risk. I analyzed my risk
You got
tolerance.
this. You got the words.
Wow.
Let's go.
Risk tolerance. Basically, I went heavier into silver because I'm a little bit younger and I can take on a little more risk. I imagine once I'm older, I'm going to make a set portfolio where I have a higher amount in gold, less in silver. But once it broke above that, once the silver ran up above that portfolio angle, that's when I sold silver and put it into gold. But you can do that even if you have 80% gold and 20% silver. If you do that and then the silver runs up to 25%, you can take a fifth of that stack and get it back to 20% and take that into gold. Right? So it doesn't matter where your portfolio is, just manage it at one spot, watch it run up, and then sell some into the other metal. Even if gold starts to outperform, you can start to take that gold that's outperforming and sell it back into silver. Right? So as they perform against each other, watch that by building a set portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Any
I guess
other-
my comments was
Other
stopped.
comments?
How do I
How do you get back to
How do I get back to comments?
You might have to leave and come back.
Oh, okay. Well, let me leave and come back. Hold on. The internet.
Yeah, I don't know how I can see comments on it. Is this
I don't know what that is.
chat
No.
view options? Top chat, super chat, live chat, all are visible.
That's just you seeing them like as they come through. Oh, okay. So
Oh, I can make it all visible. Okay, cool.
Okay, so John had to go, and then okay, Ping Stockpile says, "What's your cutoff point for silver and gold? 100,000 over, less? Question.
What do you
mark?
mean by cutoff point? I'm not sure what you mean, but like at what point will I stop buying?
Never.
Yeah, I don't plan on stopping buying. I'm already pretty close to 100,000.
How do you?
I think I go to the settings
mine-
and
And
live chat.
we're out in the middle of nowhere. The Real Gear says, "Shoot, I'm trying for 10K." I mean, yeah, that's the thing is like every ounce. I mean, what do you say? At the
Every
end?
ounce adds up. No
Yeah.
matter how small, just keep stacking, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is over time it's gonna build up. I do 20% of my income, right? And that
And
hasn't
you
let me down. So
supports a whole family, and we're single
Right.
income. Like I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I homeschool. So like
so
it's
to
possible.
put it this way, like 20% of my income is $200 a week.
Yeah.
You can do the easy math and find out that I'm not making a whole lot that's gonna be extra I can put into this stuff.
Yeah.
What was that comment?
Real Gear Up says, I mean dollar value.
Dollar value. I still don't understand.
So hold on. So Pang says, what's your cutoff point for silver and gold? 100,000 over or less, and then the Real Gear Up says, shoot, I'm trying to get 10K.
10K
like
dollar value. Yeah.
And then Monica Casania, that's how I'm gonna say it. How do you know when you're stacked enough? I'm retired and a small business owner. Okay, let's go.
Wait, who is that?
Here. IKEA? Monica?
Monica.
Can I look at your profile?
The reason I'm asking who that is because I just had a conversation with a woman who was a small business owner in my area, asking about how much to own. So I'd just be very interested if that was you that I was talking to.
Monica, yeah.
Monica. So this is the thing.
Do you remember the name?
I don't remember the name of the woman I was talking to.
Oh, okay.
But I can give some details. She's the small business was a hairdresser. Monica, if you happen
yeah.
to be a hairdresser, hello again.
Like Joseph has a really unique, I'll say unique memory of people's names
Oh yeah.
and faces. So he has. Oh, you're a first time viewer.
No, Monica, this was a conversation I was having with someone in person.
And so he
40
forgets
ounces
people.
per person is the minimum. Okay, so as far as minimum,
Oh, okay.
for minimum, what I would say is,
Gourmet chocolate.
oh my gosh,
cheers.
Monica, you need to come over. I need to have a conversation with you.
Actually, we need. Okay, side note, real quick. We homeschool, and we had a homeschool field trip to a chocolatier in College Station. Okay, College Station. That's Houston-ish area. So like College Station, Bryan, and oh my god, it was so fascinating.
We can talk about that later.
Okay.
But chocolate's delicious.
Chocolate's
anyway,
so
so
good. Okay.
minimum.
I got distracted.
The reason 40 ounces is a good minimum.
I really want some chocolate.
Is because it'll definitely cover any emergency expenses, and
Yeah.
that's really what I think you should focus on more. Emergency expenses as a minimum. So right now, I remember when I first started, 40 ounces was $1,000. And $1,000 was like my, whoa, I need that as an emergency fund. That's the deductible for my car insurance,
Yeah.
right? So looking at deductibles, you can
Pause.
talk about.
Shout out to Monica. Go look at her website. I just screenshotted. I'm gonna go look later. Okay, keep going.
Yes, definitely go look at her chocolate.
Yes.
So think about health insurance, car insurance, deductibles for replacing things with a warranty in your house, things like emergency things. If they were to all compile all at once and you need to pay all this stuff, let's say like a tree fell on your house, took out your car, hit you in your bed, and now you got to repair your house, right? That's a whole lot of money you're going to have to liquidate in order to pay for all that stuff.
Yeah.
All those deductibles, all those minimum payments that you're going to have, make sure you have that much. That should be a minimum.
And it's organic.
Oh my gosh.
Stop.
Are you looking at it right now?
Yeah, the real. No, I'm not. But the real Gear Up is, and he's taking one for the team real quick.
All right, everyone, go buy some chocolate.
Yes.
As soon as I'm done here, right? Stay on the stay on the
No,
live.
because she's gonna have our address. We're not gonna do that. We'll send it somewhere else. Oh man, that sounds so good.
She won't like from our
That's
real
true.
names.
That's
She
true,
won't
that's
know
true.
who's ordering it.
But definitely like emergency fund if everything happens all at once to be
Yeah.
fully covered.
Other people count emergency fund as like 3 to 6 months in salary. Right now, I just hit almost 2 years in salary. Right, so this can be, you can make this whatever it is, but
It depends on the age and what
Right.
like what stage of life you're at as well.
If
So
you're-
like for Monica, she's retired.
retirement, right?
And a business
So
owner making chocolate.
if you're wanting, okay, you own a business,
Yeah.
so you could easily take a portion of the business profits and
Oh,
put it
100%.
into precious metals as your paycheck.
100%,
could-
and then you could like tax write off stuff. There's loopholes.
Right. The other
right?
thing is these American Eagles are denominated $1.
Yeah, it's $1.
The American Gold Eagles are denominated $50. Right. So if your business buys this as an expense and then you pay yourself $1 or $50 in gold or silver, that's a totally different equation, tax wise, as just $100 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Definitely talk to your CPA, talk to actual lawyers and actual people that know
But
the law.
that's
But
a dollar.
This
You
is
did-
American currency.
You paid yourself
This- yeah.
a dollar for that.
Yes. Doesn't matter what the business spent to get you that dollar.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. Lawyer Grants? Grants says 2 years expenses.
2 years expenses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I am right now. And it only took me 4 years to get there.
I think we've been doing for this like
3 years?
Yeah, since
Almost
we
3
got
years
here,
to
yeah.
get there.
Maybe 2.5.
I've been completely overzealous about it, and also
New Zealand
this-
is in the
I
house.
started when silver was $24,
Mm-hmm.
so the same 20% of my income. Those silvers have quadrupled in value,
Yeah.
so that's what kind of made up for the big difference in timeline there, right? I'm at 2 years expenses in only 3 years. Honestly, I'm just now realizing how incredible that is.
That is incredible from just our history and what we've gone through.
Right, guys. 3 years ago, we were completely homeless. We were
Living in a car.
living in a car, living in a tent. Now we have our own home, 5 acres land with farm animals, and all this in front
And
of you.
all this in front of us. Praise be to God.
Yeah. Amazing things do happen, and they happen to
Yes.
those who are disciplined,
Yes.
those who continue each day.
It's possible. And the thing is like he wasn't making a whole bunch of money in the beginning when we first started stacking. He was literally working at Planet Fitness and going
Yeah.
to school and making $7 an hour.
It was $10 an hour.
$10 an hour. Well, $10 an hour with taxes and everything. Like it was just so much. Honestly, you got like a $20 raise at this point, but it was just so small. But it didn't matter. We just kept putting a little bit aside and stacking, and it definitely paid off in so many different ways. And then like as your income went up, then you just kept doing the 20%, and
Yeah.
then those numbers just changed and got bigger. And so yes,
Right.
every ounce counts.
Even these dimes. It's a 14th of an ounce. This counts. It adds up over time.
Yeah.
If that's all you can do when you start out, get a dime every week or
yeah.
every other week. Like, this is something. This is real money, and it actually adds up to value at the end of the whole journey.
Brian would like to know, do you only invest in silver and gold? And would you invest in stock market if you don't already do so?
All right, so I, along with a lot of other stackers, believe that if you don't hold it, you don't own it. The thing with the stock market is it's entirely online, and I mean, people can say the same about crypto. If you're not holding it, then someone else controls it, whether or not that's the internet, whether or not that's electric, whether or not that's having Wi-Fi. If you're not having it in your hands, touching it, if you can't grab it, I don't believe you own it. I believe that that's in the control of other people. And that even goes to if you have all of this stored in a security bank deposit, you signed a waiver saying that if that bank were to close, anything that is in that bank storage will quickly become their property. Overnight, you sign away the rights to all of it. So, yeah, I don't believe that investing in the stock market is a way for people to really hold their money in a way that they can actually evaluate it. It's just, I'm trying to think of the words for it. It feels fake to me because it is. Right?
It's just zeros and ones. And
it's ones and zeros.
beep
You're
boop,
looking
beep
at a
boops.
digit on the screen. I feel like you don't have an asset. You put money into digits that other people are selling the same dollars that are failing us.
Mm-hmm.
So the stock market goes based off of the evaluation of the economy, and people just make that up. Right? This is the stuff that people actually traded for goods and services. This is the stuff that always had true value for centuries. This is the stuff that that will continue to have value long after we're gone. So this is the only thing I stack: precious metals. Not only gold and silver, I stack a lot of copper.
And brass.
I stack a lot of brass. Yes. I also stack some platinum. Interested in palladium. But precious metals, I believe, is where it is. That's where your money needs to be. This is the way that when our parents used to save money, they saved these coins. Not our parents, but grandparents, great-grandparents, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they said, oh, I need to set aside some money, it wasn't that they were out, oh, let's go buy some gold coins. They already had them. It was just, I'm not going to spend this.
Yeah.
They didn't stack. They just didn't spend. They lived below their means and got to save these up.
That's cute.
A little dos pesos. Okay, guys, I like these dos pesos. I like these cute little coins.
They're cute. All right, we've got a few comments and questions.
Yes, brass is 70% copper and 30% zinc. The joke of stacking brass is in the form of ammunition.
Yeah, that was
the joke.
And Paying Stockpile says, I keep 2 years in cash and metals, and I'm at 4.5 years. I was homeless 4 times. Keep grinding. Yes.
So you totally get it. You're right there with us.
Yes.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
That is no easy feat.
It's definitely not. Salzutz says crypto is the modern day Ponzi scheme. Dude, amen to that.
Yeah.
Tanjoy0205 says, hey Joseph, loving the live streams. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Could I ask if you're going to get the 2026 Silver Eagles and what's your favorite mint overall? Oh, buckle up.
So I
water.
don't order things from the US Mint. I buy exclusively from my coin shop. I have a really good relationship with the coin shop, so I'm able to get a lot of stuff that comes in. And he buys the stuff under melt, or if it's a collectible item, under cost, right? And I'll be able to go in there and make sure that the more collectible items he's not having to dump off at his wholesale, and I'll be able to get them at a good price. So I'm not expecting to get any 2026 stuff anytime soon. I'd rather just wait the next 2 or 3 years and get a 2026 coin when it's just going for the melt value. right? I mean, all these Eagles at some point were paid 50% over spot. 2021, 2022, and 2023. Those were all way high premium. Nowadays, the premium's low, in comparison at least. I mean, it's only 10% over in most cases. So, no, I don't plan on buying stuff because they're happening right now and they're higher premium, because those premiums are going to lose. I'm going to contrast this with this set I just bought, right? This is a 10th anniversary of the American Eagle program. I just bought this. I bought it for $10,300. We did the math, and I effectively spent about $1,250. I want to say that's kind of what I remember on this one Eagle. These all went for melt, and this is a high premium Eagle. But the thing is, this holds its premium, right? This by itself in this set, the Eagle is worth over $3,500. So this is an older coin with premium that holds its premium. I'm not going to buy the brand new stuff because who knows, they could start making them like crazy, and then it's not going to be a low mintage, and it'll just be a regular Eagle in 10 years, right? So I'm not planning on buying it anytime soon. Of course, eventually I'm going to buy it. 5 years from now, I might buy one, maybe 2 years, who knows? But when it's going for the price of a regular Eagle, I'll buy one. As far as my favorite mint, I'm assuming you mean modern day mint. I love West Point. But if it was not modern day stuff, I think my favorite is the New Orleans mint. Possibly Carson City, but Carson City is expensive. New Orleans was super common. I want to say it was the second mint in the United States. And a lot of the New Orleans stuff, here's a Barber half dollar with a New Orleans mint mark there. A lot of the New Orleans stuff is really common, really easy to find. You can easily make a whole set of New Orleans stuff. I want to say there's no key dates from New Orleans. I just find it really cool that there's some key dates from Denver, some from San Francisco, obviously some from Carson City. But this is probably the only mint mark where it doesn't have any key dates. I'm probably gonna have to double check that fact, but yeah.
You went on this long rant, and she actually meant, or this person, not she, Tanjoy meant the 250th anniversary stuff.
250.
The quincentennial stuff.
The quincentennial stuff. So, yeah, the 2026
and also,
stuff.
1000 Air Radio said that copper was awesome.
Nice. I love me some copper.
Yeah.
So I bring this out because this is the 2016, and they're making another one in 2026. But again, I'm gonna double down on my answer. Like, if it's too high premium, I'm not gonna buy it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's just I have no interest in having the metal that goes along with that coin, and I don't want to spend too much in premium.
We were also talking about premium earlier of getting that back.
Right. So someone mentioned something about stuff being hard to sell. They said platinum is hard to sell, and no, it's fine. And really, what they mean is that it's a high premium item. High premium means that when you go to sell it, you're not going to get that premium back. It's hard to get the premium back. It's easy to sell. Anyone would buy it. It's just going to be bought at a price you might not be happy with. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get the premium back when you buy a high premium item, no matter what metal that's in. This gold gram, you might spend, $30 to $40 on premium and probably sell it for under spot, right? So that's not a good bet. But if you're holding it long enough, then the premium is irrelevant. See, right now, if I was to buy a 2026 1/10 ounce gold mercury dime,
astronomical.
it might be $600 or more. Well, I'm thinking spots like 500. It might be 600 for the gold itself. But what about when gold hits $6,000? Is it going to be selling for an additional $100 over that? It might not. It might sell for even more than that. It might sell for less. Mm-hmm. And it entirely depends on the items that hold their premium. That's where I showed this. This item, this Silver Eagle in here,
Show it. I want to see it again.
I just showed it.
Oh, you just showed
I
it?
just opened
Sorry,
the whole
I
thing.
was getting water and
Yeah,
I
I'm not-
accidentally put banana bread in my mouth.
Oh, nice. But even today, it sells for $3,500 to $4,000. If it's graded 16,000 in a PF70,
Yeah.
right? So that holds its premium. Other things like this that are regular bullion that's not numismatic, it won't hold its premium.
Okay, so we have a New Zealand, and this person says, Michael.
What's up, Michael?
If we sell privately in New Zealand, is what he's referring to.
Okay.
We always get the premium back. Premium back. Is that the same in the U.S.?
Right. So if you're selling it privately, you and whoever you're selling at will determine a price.
Yeah.
Typically, if you sell it at a coin shop, you're going to get under spot. Maybe depending on the item and the premiums in that market at the moment, you might get a little bit over spot, but definitely not going to get the full premium. So if you and whoever you sell it to, typically you're going to have a conversation about what's best for both of you, right? So let's say I bought this 1 gram gold and the price is $200 because spot right now is like 160, I want to say. If I buy this for 200 and I'm needing to sell it like the next day, the only way I'm going to convince someone to buy it from me instead of buy it online is if I sell it to them at a discount, which would typically be somewhere in between the premium I paid and what I would expect at a shop. So I'm not going to get all of the premium back, but I am going to get most of it, right? So the only way that selling peer-to-peer makes sense, as far as is it lucrative, will it make you money, is if
You got distracted.
I got
Thousand Air
distracted.
just
There was a
said,
comment.
Dude, you should come on the live Wednesday.
So, okay, Thousandaire, Wednesday, I help out at my church on Wednesday nights. I've come on a couple times, but I'm a little busy. I would love to, honestly, though. I would love to. But what I was saying is...
No, he would absolutely love
Oh,
to.
yeah, I'd love to. But let's say you bought this at 200, spot goes up, and then now they're selling for 220, and you can now negotiate with whoever you're selling it to buy it back from you
Yeah.
at $200, right? So there's still a hold period where when you do get some of that premium back, you might get what you paid. Mm-hmm. But when you take it to a coin shop, these high premium items are going to be hard to sell, hard to get the premium back.
Yeah.
Because you have to find a buyer that will buy it from you at that price.
Straight up.
Because those buyers also know what you're up against. You're either going to sell it to them at a discounted price or sell it to your local coin shop for under spot. Mm-hmm. So they might only offer you spot for it,
It's the game.
right? So that's where it becomes hard to sell because it's hard to get the premium back.
Yes. All right, we got some comments. Brian says, I started buying silver last year in March. I wish I would have bought more. Yes, always.
You always want more. That's
Always want
just
more. It's
how it goes.
Yep. I personally will buy silver and gold here and there and invest in the stock market weekly.
Okay.
Then yeah,
How-
do you, boo-boo?
How do you see your stock market portfolio performing compared to your precious metals portfolio? I'm interested.
I'm interested too. Thousand Air Radio. Oh, we already read that. The copper was awesome. What's up? Thousand Air Radio said jammies. Oh, we're not in our jammies yet, but
I'm
we
not
should
in
be.
Jamie's. Yeah.
It's about that time. Monica Chocolatier says,
Yeah. Chocolate.
"Oh, that's why I actually had to go buy go eat banana bread because there's
Oh, now
chocolate
you're
chips
craving
in there."
chocolate?
Yeah, so that's why.
You
that's
didn't
why
bring
I
me any?
I didn't bring you any because I don't want to hear your mouth noises, and I guarantee you they also don't want to hear your mouth noises.
Oh, okay.
Your brother's about to probably go get you some. Anyways, so I guess we're gonna have to listen to his mouth noises. Anyway, so Monica said, "Are Silver Eagles worth more than Maples or Buffaloes when sold?"
Okay. So the way that premiums are determined is by demand in your area.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you're buying it and where you're going to sell it. So, for example, my coin
I
shop,
can literally hear him cutting right now.
my coin
Keep
shop deals with a wholesaler in their larger area. That wholesaler will determine what they're buying and selling things at based off of what orders they have to fulfill. So if they get an order from some online bullion dealer or some massive coin shop that says they need 2 monster boxes of Eagles, now that coin shop or that wholesaler is saying, "Hey, coin shops, I will buy your Eagles at a higher price."
Bro.
So now that coin shop will be able to buy banana bread.
Everyone gets banana bread.
So that coin shop will now be able to buy eagles at a higher price from I'm just
What, I
kidding.
can't show
No,
it?
get this out of the way. It's distracting me. That wholesaler or the coin shop is selling their eagles at a higher price to the wholesaler, and that means they're being able to buy it at a higher price from the public. So it entirely depends on your greater demand in the area.
Yeah.
In America, American Eagles always have a highest demand. When people first get into silver, they don't want unmarked stuff. They don't want stuff from another country. They want stuff from the country that they're familiar with, their own country. So in America, American Eagles always have the highest demand. Even those that are
It's so
that are
moist
long-term stackers, they usually prefer American Eagles. They're the easiest to get. They're the most consistent in coin shops, and they're just always available. If I'm gonna stack something, it'll most likely be American Eagles.
And it also, having a conversation with your local coin shop, of building that relationship and having conversations with them to see what they want, what their market is. So it's kind of just, it becomes a conversation. People are talking about pajamas, and
Okay, well, hold on. I got another point.
you got another point?
So,
Okay.
however, so what you're talking about is what will you get the most value for
Yeah.
from the coin shop. However, if we talk about generics, so let me pull out a tube. Generic silver is something that is made by a company, not a country. So this is made by Sunshine Mint. Many people might recognize this. Sunshine Mint is awesome. I love Sunshine Mint. This is also Sunshine Mint. So they make bullion products, and bullion just means it's stamped with the purity and the weight. But this is not denominated. This is not by a country. This is not a coin. This is a generic round. Generic rounds will be cheaper because they don't have the same security features and reputation as all of this coin stuff. So what that means is that because it's cheaper, if you're going in with enough volume, let's say you're buying $2,000 to $3,000 worth of silver,
Okay, let's go.
you will be able to buy more ounces in generic. And the thing is, usually the way that the spread works out, the spread is when you buy it versus when you sell it, and spot will be somewhere in the middle, determining on what product you buy. The spread will be the same. If the spread is the same, that means your break-even point is the same. That means no matter what you buy this at, if you go to sell this, you might have to wait until silver's at 110 before you break even. You might be paying 108, and they'll pay you, or this would be 108 if you're paying $5 over spot. They might buy it for $2 under. That means you'll wait till break even at 110. If this you're paying $2 over spot, you're gonna pay it 105. But if they're gonna buy it at $5 under spot, you still have to wait till 110. Okay, so the break even is the same. However, you will have more ounces if you went with generic. If you went with generic and you got more ounces, that means at 111, you'll make $1 per ounce of silver that you are holding. If you got significantly more silver because you went into generic, you are making significantly more profit. Yes, the Sunshine Mint planchets are what are used to make these products, which is weird because they're a different size.
Oh, what?
But they make specialty ones that they sell to the U.S. Mint. Super interesting.
So weird.
Ew, what? Yeah, so
Oh, we got some comments if you're done with that point.
hold on.
Okay.
So while you will get the most in return for your ounces in American Eagles, you spend more on them, meaning that generic silver is usually more effective. If you do the math of the spreads and they're not the same break-even point, then it's a totally different math equation. So keep that in mind as well. Usually, generic is more efficient.
Okay, 92368 says, wishing you a full and fast recovery. Happy you're still with us.
Me too,
Yes,
guys.
he gets it today again. And PJ Stacken, he's in his PJs and he's enjoying his chilly night. Yes, everyone please stay warm and safe. I just pray for everyone stays safe.
Where's that bread?
Where's that bread?
She's talking to me.
I'm talking. Let him. He gets to eat, y'all. Okay. Enjoy his mouth noises. And Thousand Air Radio says, oh, he just bought some green tea, and it looks like matcha now. Ooh, matcha's so good though. Anyway, okay, I get distracted. Matcha is my jam. Michael from New Zealand was saying that American Silver Eagles are my favorite. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second my opinion right there.
Yes.
My whole point.
And Thousand Air Radio was like, wait, recovery? Say what? Are you okay? Joseph got into a car accident the other day on Thursday evening, coming home from picking up pizza for us. And
Ranch was everywhere.
ranch. And I was a little upset about the ranch because I
So,
need that.
well, okay, accident. Yes, I got into an accident. I lost vision in my right eye. It's a little bit strenuous to be looking at phones and cameras and lights and stuff. So I'm taking it easy. That's why we're live instead of making videos right now. But overall, best case scenario, I'm recovering. I'm resting. Doctor said a week off work, so that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yep. And so we're probably just he's gonna do lives, and then I just respond to comments, what he tells me to say. So just give us grace on that, because typey is sometimes hard. All right, and then let's see. Brian says, I'm up more in silver than I am with the stock market. I invest in the stock market for the dividends. Once I'm old, I'll be getting paid from the stock market without having to sell my gold and silver. Gotcha.
Well,
That was his like comment for what
dividends.
he invested.
Dividends is a way that the stock market pays you money based off what you have, and you're able to grow your position in that stock without adding more money in. That's at least how I understand it. The way I equivalate dividends into silver and gold is that you can play the GSR, switch between gold and silver, and as the GSR moves, when you go back to a precious metal, you'll end up with more of that precious metal than you originally had. It's not quite dividends, but it is a way that you can use the movement of those two metals as a way to gain more metal position while that's moving.
Yeah.
Totally different. Totally agree that it's not a dividend, and it is. It's definitely selling and buying, and action on your portfolio. But it is an interesting way to grow your position without buying more.
Yeah, Pajama Stacking was liking that Morgan round the generics that you were showing.
Yes.
And then Monica was saying that she, I'm assuming, started buying in 2022 from Miles Franklin, Eagles of gold and silver, buffaloes and maples. I've never sold before, thanks. And then Thousand Air Radio says, I wish you a fast recovery.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Us too.
Right. What was the last larger comment? I think it was Monica.
Monica, or are you talking about Brian in the stock market?
No. What?
Monica said started buying in 2022 from Miles Franklin, Eagles, gold and silver, buffaloes and maples, but she's never sold before.
Are you saying buffaloes as a generic rounds or gold buffalo gold?
Great question.
That's a whole nother discussion about the premium differences and market preference. So I do have a gold buffalo here.
You've got like one bite left. Too.
I know.
I'm gonna eat it.
AG buffaloes. Okay,
yeah.
okay. But so it'll be the same with this discussion. So I have here gold buffalo.
Here, drink some water. Oh yeah. Hydrate.
No way.
What? Thank you,
Thousand Air Radio. That's crazy. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for the pizza and ranch. Thank you. Wow.
It was so smushed.
It is all over
It
the
was
place.
so smushed.
So this is a set that I bought Thursday night. Actually, this set was in the accident with me, and almost nearly covered in ranch. But this is now the only version of a 1 ounce Gold Eagle that I have because I sold my other 1 ounce Gold Eagle to get a set. But you can see 1 ounce Gold Eagle and 1 ounce Gold Buffalo. So this is 22 karat and this is 24 karat. Both American products, both 1 ounce of gold. However, The 24 karat one has higher demand, meaning it is a higher premium item. There's more premium associated to this gold buffalo than the gold eagle. Typically, it'll be like a 2% or a 3% difference. So pretty significant at $5,000 gold. I know that this one sells at my local coin shop for about 5% premium. And I think that these are somewhere like 7 or 8% premium.
Thousandaire just says, "Dang, I just gave a rich guy money. Look at that gold."
I don't know, Thousandaire. You got all those centenarios. Those are pretty baller.
That proof strike though.
Right. So Pajama Strike, look at this is the set that I bought. And I went a little into detail about this set, but this American Eagle is actually worth.
Oh, Thousandaire sold them. The Centenarios.
Oh, that's right. You sold them for your white cheddar. That's right.
Worth it.
That's worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
I think platinum's going places.
Yeah.
So this set 1995 with the W mint mark.
No, you didn't.
You know what? I gotta stop turning that page because.
Bro, don't stress me out like that.
Well, it's in the plastic, so it's still protected.
Though.
So this W mint mark. Let me pull up this red book.
Oh,
that's
your
not
bits. Right here, I put it. Here, I'll hold this up.
So this will also go into the idea of premium and sell, and what you're expected to get in return. So
It sounds like a mirror. Like,
this is a numismatic piece. Because it's the W mint mark, and there was only 30,000 of these minted. Here it is.
All right.
1995 W, 30,000 minted. Is the rarest American Silver Eagle in the original packaging, worth $3,500. Graded a PF 70, $16,000. So even this, when silver was, I think it was $25 or $35 when this book was printed, right? So that gives you the idea of what this coin is actually worth.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
You want this back?
Yes.
You can have it.
You just bought one today? No way.
That's awesome.
So if I could get this graded and it could grade right,
Yeah.
it would increase its value exponentially. If it doesn't grade a 70, it still maintains what I have already put into it. I knew
100%.
the quarter ounce was falling out a lot, but the silver hadn't been falling out.
Okay.
Anyway, what I was trying to say about the gold eagle versus the gold buffalo is that there's a higher demand for the gold buffalo because it's 24 karat. It's a little more rare because they didn't start making these until 2008. I want to say 2008. But they made these since 1986. These are a lot more rare, hard to get your hands on. So these coins have a little bit higher demand. And that is typical for a 24 karat coin rather than 22 karat. So if you're looking for best return, again, gold buffaloes rather than gold eagles. However, you got to take into account that spread. How much more are you paying for the gold eagle or for the gold buffalo versus what are you really losing on the back end when you sell for the gold eagle? So yes, that also goes into effect when we talk about other 22 karat coins like this gold Krugerrand. The gold Krugerrand is a 22 karat coin. However, it does have that history as the first bullion product. So it's highly recognizable everywhere. Everywhere knows about this coin. However, the payback on this is really, really low.
Can you use a hydrate real quick?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're going to get less money for this compared to any 24 karat product. Canadian maple, any Perth mint product, any British Britannias, even the Austrian Philharmonics. They're all going to outperform this coin. Maybe not outperform, but outpay this one. However, if you're buying in enough volume, the lower premium might allow you to get more gold. So again, that same math equation works when it comes to gold versus 22 karat versus 24 karat. What about a 10-ounce Buffalo AG bar? Okay, 10-ounce bars are interesting. Let me see. I'll start putting this stuff away.
We also have a few other comments as well. If you want me to start at the
Oh
top.
yeah, start at the top.
Sorry, Monica, not skimming over you, just coming back to you. Brian wants to know, do you like the Libertad? I go to Mexico a few times a year, and I've been buying a few coins every time I go. That's a great idea.
Yeah, Libertads are awesome. I don't have any of the newer Libertads. Well, I do have one gold, 10-ounce gold Libertad. I bought it back when gold was like $2,400 a 10th ounce. I think I spent like $290 on it, which is like laughable now that I thought that was so much premium.
That's probably what I said too.
Yeah,
I was like,
you're like, dude, what are you doing?
I was like, bro, no.
Let me get this back in the box, all nice and safe. But I also have this. I also have this. It was a sealed tube. My local coin shop allowed me to open a sealed tube for them and pick out ones that I thought would be grade worthy. So this is where I store my Libertads now. I have 5 or so of the older design Libertads, and they're pretty good.
Touch them. Oh my
They're in pretty good condition. I really do like the Libertads. They're beautiful coins. I honestly don't really understand how high the premium's getting on them lately.
Just the hype.
But it's hype, yeah. Beautiful coins, though.
But yes, if you're in Mexico, I would definitely highly suggest to get them.
Yeah, I think it might have to do with the Twin Peaks there. You know, in the background.
Robert
In the background.
is here. No, Robert. Oh gosh.
What?
Hold on. Wojcicki. No.
Oh.
Wojkowski.
Wojkowski?
Yep. Whoa.
We had a whole pronunciation lesson last live.
Oh.
Wojciechowski, that's it.
Wojciechowski, that's what it is. Woo. Okay.
From Paulsbo.
Yeah, from Paulsbo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I was like trying really hard earlier to remember all my pronunciations that I got schooled on last time. Okay, going back. Pajama Seki said that proof though. Blah la 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 la. Michael bought one today, the Ultra Deep Cameo 69 PF69. Oh, yeah, talked about that.
Yep.
Paying Stockpile says I want a 1/10 ounce gold buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's on my dream list. 1/10 ounce gold buffalo. I love how they look. All the 1/10 ounce 24 karat American products. Love them.
Chris Whitehead just said, "Sup y'all, just subbed. I like the color of the gold and the buffalo." Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for subscribing.
Super vibrant 24 karat. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that.
Yes. Okay, coming back to Monica because I didn't want to skip over her, but I almost did. What about the 10 ounce buffalo gold bar?
Okay, so 10 ounce bars.
Bro.
Those are all considered generic. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are some coin bars, and what I mean by that is I have a coin bar here. This is made in Australia. It's denominated $1 right here, $1 Australia. This is still considered just a 1 ounce generic bar. Bars are generic. They're all the same price. They're all the same premium. Doesn't matter what's on it. Doesn't matter who it's from. Doesn't matter at all. When you take it to a coin shop, it's not going to hold any premium.
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's unfortunate with bars because a lot of the bars look really, really nice. They're fun to look at. They also often have better designs than some coins. Usually they're stretched out to a bigger surface and can have really nice stuff on them. Unfortunately, if you're selling it to a coin shop or you need money quickly, which is usually the case that I explain this in, because most of us stack for emergency purposes or never plan on selling unless we absolutely need the money. You're going to be getting generic prices for it. So that means they're typically going to be sold at generic prices, which, again, is a good way to get more volume. But you're not going to be holding that premium on the back end. So if you're buying a bunch of 10-ounce bars, it doesn't matter what is on the design. They're all going to go for the same price. They're all going to pay you the same price. Get whatever you like. I'm not sure if there's really anything else I can say about those.
Michael said low mintage. They have a low mintage. I don't know what he was referring to. That was a while ago. Oh, the Libertads.
Oh, I was talking about, I don't know about why premium.
Yeah,
The thing is, a lot of the premium online, they're like way surpassing American Eagles and like way surpassing a lot of, they're like 30 to 40% premium on some of them.
Yeah.
I don't get why it's that much.
I think it's like the exclusivity, exclusiveness,
Exclusiveness. Exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
Sure.
Word. I think it's because of that, because usually it's like only Mexican citizens, like Mexico citizens.
I have heard that even though you can get them at the bank in Mexico, only those with Mexican IDs are able to purchase them.
Yeah.
So that could be another layer.
100%. Brian said, would you sell one of those old Libertads?
Oh, yeah.
The ones from your tubies?
Yeah, I probably would. I mean, they're not impossible to get for me, so I probably would if you're trying to get one. I'm working on a merchant shop. So I don't know if I can do like a post privately on my merchant shop and send someone a link, and that's how I could easily sell some of my stuff to specific people. I could easily try to work on that. If someone's interested in buying something from me, we could work something out. I do have an email, josephsreserves@gmail.com. You could email me if you're wanting to buy something specific that you see on the channel. If it's not too deep in my stack, I might be able to work out a deal with you.
100%.
Absolutely.
Love it. Robert just picked up 9 10th-ounce gold eagles today.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Send me
yes.
some pictures. Send Joseph some pictures, not me.
Yeah,
Okay.
Robert, is it
Whoa. Kowski.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, you've emailed me before. I love those.
Yes.
Send me some pictures. Beautiful coins. I love the 1/10 ounce.
He's working on a mint tube.
A mint tube of eagles. 1/10 ounce
pretty
eagles.
Cool.
A mint tube is 50 of them. Good luck. That's awesome.
He's working on it. Just.
Yeah. No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I'm just saying that's quite a feat.
Also, we would like some pictures.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. Also, you need to take this last bite before I do.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Banana bread, please. And, oh my gosh, that's like a micro bite.
It's a bite.
And Paying Stockpile says, I see your silver shot. Any pores? Question mark.
Okay, let's talk about this again. So,
hold on. Robert's got 38. Oh, he's almost there.
Oh, you're almost there.
He's doing it.
So, this is for a project that I'm planning on putting together here soon. I tried to reach out to a mint, like a private mint, that would make this product for me. And they said they wouldn't do it because it's a very specific alloy. It's not 3/9 fine. But I'm planning on making a historic alloy that was in a coinage act in American history.
He's got to hydrate real quick because that banana bread is deliciously enjoying his mouth.
This is specifically 1,485 grains or 3.09 ounces of silver. And I'm planning on mixing this with a very specific amount of copper to make a very specific size and amount of silver bar. I'm planning on going to the history of that specific alloy and all that kinds of stuff once the product is made. Once I can sell these and I can label it as my idea, I'm going to be exposing a lot more of what this is actually about. I'm sure you can just Google those numbers and find out what it is. But it's going to be really hard to produce because no mint is able to accommodate such a strange alloy. But I'll figure it out, guys.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Y'all have no idea. He just nerds so hard, and he loves learning and knowing more information. Like, it never stops.
Oh, yeah.
That's just one thing of why I love you.
Oh, just one of them?
Just one of them.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, Brian says, that is true about the Libertads. When I go to Mexico and go to the bank to buy Libertads, I ask my mother-in-law to get them for me. They ask for her ID to purchase. Okay.
Yeah.
Solidified information and confirmed. Thank you, Brian. He is also interested. Oh, he's just interested in getting an oldie rattan, which makes sense.
Oh, okay.
There was also
Yeah.
more comments, but did mine? It's not coming up on mine, but I could see it on yours. How do you?
On this little
Oh,
thing
okay.
here.
So, Brian's, and then Chris Whitehead said, "Can you show that $5 Indian in the back, please? I just trade for one last week. I love them."
Oh, yeah. So,
And-
something interesting about these that I just learned about, $5 Indian heads. I was thinking about putting together a little mint set. It's supposed to be silver, $50, quarter, dime, nickel, penny. And I have this quarter eagle here in the dime slot, but I just found out that these actually fit in the nickel slot.
Oh.
So I might put that in there and make it a full American set, even though this is Mexico. I might make a few of these because I like the idea of putting those together. But anyway, here's the $5.
Why don't you do it back a little bit and then I'll zoom in.
Oh yeah, that's usually better.
There you go.
I love that the design is into the coin instead of
Yeah.
raised. Super beautiful coin. Probably one of the best looking eagles on an
Caw-caw.
American coin. That is not an eagle sound.
I really want it to be red.
That's not. That's what she does every time. Every time. So this one's a 1909. I want to say that's the first year. It was either 1909 or 1908. Beautiful coin.
Beautiful.
But the thing is, if you can get a capsule for this, the nickel capsules are 21 millimeters, and they will fit these coins.
Just like,
Yep, that'll be perfect.
you got any? Or you don't want to put one in it?
No, I didn't buy. I was rushed when I bought this.
Oh,
So I was
that's
when I was buying
right.
capsules, I didn't buy enough. But the thing is, I bought some 20 francs at the same time. 20 francs are also the exact same size as a nickel, which is interesting. I wonder if they're just way thinner, because these $5 coins contain 0.24 ounces of gold, and these contain 0.18 ounces of gold. So they must be significantly thinner because of the same diameter, but way, way less. And they're also both 90% gold, which is interesting that it's coming off as a way different alloy right there.
Paying Stockpile says, I have some, assuming of the nickel capsules that we're talking about. I can send you one with a poker chip. We have actually been talking about getting a P.O. box so that we could do some mailing stuff, not near our house, so you can't see where we're coming from. But we were talking about that the other day, of doing a P.O. box for those reasons. So we will
Yeah.
keep you posted on
That would be
thing.
awesome.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Once we get the P.O. box, I'll probably put that in my closing of all my videos.
Yeah.
And feel free to send me anything you like. I'll
Yeah.
probably be sending you stuff back. So
We can do
absolutely.
pen pals.
We'd be pen pals.
Our
Oh.
our oldest just started doing pen pals with a friend in Tennessee. So we could be pen pals. Okay.
I like me some pen pals.
We can do cursive.
Yeah.
Cursive only. We were referencing that from.
Is there anything else that y'all would like to see? I'm really obsessed with these little Dos Pesos right now. These are so small and cute. And I feel like this is such a cool.
You're not on the screen because you were zoomed in.
I know, I was picking up
Okay.
this one. I think this is such a cool way to get really fractional gold. This is exactly 1.5 grams of gold per coin, right? So these 1.5 grams are sometimes the same price, if not only a little bit more, than buying a 1 gram gold in pure gold. So you get the history and the gold for way cheaper. So consider the Dos Pesos if you're stacking gold on a budget. I feel like right now it'd probably be like, what, 2 American Eagles or 2 ounces of silver to get a Dos Pesos? Like,
That's a pretty good deal.
it'd be something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 and like a quarter ounce generic or something like that. There's some ratio you could play there.
Yeah.
Any other comments coming up?
No, I've pretty much read them all.
Everyone's just watching.
We're just looking.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, sweet y'all. I think we're
It's
at
almost 10 o'clock.
150 minutes. So I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. And just remember, every ounce adds up. So no matter how small, just keep stacking.